Hello, and welcome to Sheridan Media Live on YouTube and Facebook, and welcome to our Wednesday program, How They Go Inside the Republic. As you all know, a lot has happened inside the Republic within the past couple of days, and the drama don't unfold, and it don't make me realize if we not talk about what's in the happen inside the Republic, then we haven't done much. But we tell you, thank you for joining me, and we hope they continue for follow the flow of the consistency. We don't start with I'm not going to get a 10% guarantee or more, but thank God because of the around something I make that consistency day. Because the problem today with the company is not the problem. I mean, is never available. But before I go any further, I go up to welcome to Juma once again at Sheridan Media Live Studio in London. Because Juma, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you so much, T-Boy and Fambulem. On a good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and good night, depending on whose part and the dunya will defend yourself. We're happy for getting live on this Wednesday, live on Sheridan Media. How they go inside the Republic, both now with YouTube and Facebook platforms. And like T-Boy stated, we've done 2 programs now back to back. And the fault now because I'm always the travel all over the place or time different, but at least I did also for the next couple of days. And hopefully we'll be able to do more programs. And by when I return, I hope we'll be able to do more programs as well. How we going to go inside the Republic is the program for you, for me, and for we all. And today it's going to be interesting. This is a build up for bigger and greater things to come. So this is a build up right now. Kashope, Ibrahim, welcome. Harriet, Matia, welcome. And so many other people. We get yesterday now City Boy, we get a lot of invisible viewers there. Yes, a lot of invisible viewers, especially on YouTube.
Then you know why I like the invisible viewers them? They make me realize we cannot just do things and thinking nobody's watching. Because when they pull us up, sometimes I'm shocked, like, wow, so you watch me? Oh yeah, dedicated fans there. Everyone only disappear. 2 days ago, somebody called me and say, I see posting like a Juma. I don't know if 9 then everything was able to no was no more waiting and say that it was like a Juma. I just like, but like you clearly say, there are lots of invisible. And again, there is a reason for that. Because 90% of what we do is organic. And we never try to post or do anything with the membership or viewership. It's just about what we do and how much people follow us. So we really honor and respect the people who don't follow we all these years. It looks like a huge number, but also look like a small number compared to people who they boost, where they will promote for later able to get viewership possibly all over the world. But we can always say your community is the biggest community. And if we seem to have a huge amount of people watching our program, we will look at and say small, it means we cover exactly the community, and that is the primary focus, is our community. 90% of the discussion is based and surrounded around the community. So it's a pleasure to have 30,000 plus viewers on Facebook and 5,000 to 6,000 viewers on YouTube, because we know for say those are the dedicated Sierra Leoneans, then we they actually follow program that actually getting millions of population all over the world. We not even 1% of those millions are following what we're doing, or they are actually Sierra Leoneans. So to me, it's very important the numbers they look at, and the numbers they expect, and the numbers they really follow, and the dedicated one they must know. So it's very interesting to make us see that here today.
Right. Well, I just watched the chat group as you talk. We caught Sajaliu. Instead just saying one of the invisible viewers them. You see they're coming out, and Tina says, see me. May I not see me here too.
Well, like I said to you, people are telling me, it's person like a Juma, like you.
And I said, of course, medicine at Chumot Road. But I see I'm not see I'm better, so I still wait for Sia. But we're happy to have you all here. Harriet, Matia, all welcome. Ibra, B, Eunice, all welcome to the program. So, T-Boy, today is how they go inside the republic. Let I ask you, the Coco Ros or no Ros?
It depends on what you mean, because over the past couple of years, since the days before Dr. Olo eventually emerged and do a signature tune, we make so much headways on the dance halls of Sierra Leone weddings, specifically weddings and awujo, and most likely other forms of celebration. We don't see what's in the track don't do in that kind of audience day. And we believe say the audience we don't dance to the song of Dr. Law. Now audience we it's unbelievable. But again, we don't see the concept at which songs they don't change over the years in Sierra Leone. We don't depict different meaning. But yes, the Coco Ros, it depends on what you mean.
All right. Very interesting. And I want to ask we viewers there. Anybody that they were in Coco Ros? If you Coco Ros, tell me how you Coco Ros. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? You know, I can always tell people the Creole language is all contextual. One thing can mean multiple things. It can mean positive, negative, it can mean neutral, depending on how you use it. And so they watch something where they say, when it comes to the topic, this is what I just now the icebreaker for us. We're not waiting.
You know, make it look like you know they bring from you.
No, tell me they come on because in that I know the definition for
the Coco Ros.
Yes. And why Coco Ros become relevant right now for we even make them a topic of discussion.
Sure.
You might think it's just a slang, it's just a light-hearted thing, but it tied to we country right now.
Yeah.
It tied to recent activities.
Yep.
And the impact on the future of the country.
Sure.
So we will discuss the light-hearted part of it, but also the seriousness and the implication of it, and the different players around it, and what does it mean for Sierra Leone. So going back to language, right? I see a video where somebody they try to explain to a foreign audience about waiting certain statement they mean. Say you find like a dog. So under normal circumstances, I go say somebody find like a dog.
Well, that is not a normal compliment in Sierra Leone.
Right.
I will not say that is one.
But in terms of slang and other things, it's a compliment.
No, I haven't had that compliment.
It's there. So that means you find like a dog.
No, then you say you know like dog. That means you know sexual concept.
Exactly. So
those are the element. Well,
that they don't come up now. Why you find like dog?
Interesting.
You know. So that means say you cool, you didn't line and all that kind of thing. Then different things coming up really. You know, for sure how language they change, how the context they make them good or bad. You understand? So those are some of the things them we need for they look at. But no country Coco Ros. The fambulem na the chat group. Una not answer we yet. Whether una Coco Ros or una Coco Ros.
Again, it depends on what scene you mean. Whether the people in Coco Ros or not.
Yeah.
But anyway, let us go to the few definition of what we can say at the meaning of the Coco Ros.
Yes.
The Coco Ros is a term used in various different capacities in Sierra. It depends on how you want to interpret it. Somebody will come to you, say, let's see Coco Ros, now make it like for say they're on top of the world. Which means you live a life of luxury. Now, because you Coco Ros make you live a life of luxury, then we'll talk say, actually Coco Ros, now make it fit to say you're not on top of the world. That means the kind of lifestyle you live, the kind of thing you go through, your experiences in life, it's just been good. Then you interpret and say again, now we Coco Ros, now make it fit the same as one matter like you.
Yeah.
But again, then you use them back in another context, saying when something forgo for you, but you're not eventually able to forget some, then go say, "Chi Coco Ros," then make you say all things will come for you. So it means either in a goodwill, as in you're successful, let me keep Coco Ros, or you are very unsuccessful in certain things that you're doing, they can still tell you, say, Coco Ros. But the kind of context at which we don't hear the word recently within the past couple of days, Coco Ros, is a total different interpretation. I don't know exactly what they mean, but the word was directed to the First Lady. We make her feel somehow.
Okay, Don, because I want to contest that.
Okay.
But carry on.
I don't know why you want to contest that too, because otherwise we'll not be sitting down here.
I want to contest that.
Contest that for the opportunity.
Okay.
You don't make a puzzle now. I'm not even sure.
Right. You say the comment directed at the First Lady.
Indirectly directed, yes.
Okay.
I would say
so. But they can say that comment the green flower.
Of course, but we don't know that response to the Coco Ros song.
So they say Uda Wawa go get water, then Babu Boss cry. So how you gonna say now you? It was a song played in a hall.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Music played in a hall one.
Yes.
That one they done. Then a parliament, certain members of parliament, according to the First Lady, they chant. At first they accused APC MPs. But now I think the First Lady did a recent video saying now SLPP MPs then start, then some APC MP then join.
Okay.
For say they sing pana we kind of parliament, so she took offense saying Coco Ros. Okay. So we'll come to all that as we go along. But let's go check now the chat group. I see Shiba talk say if you know for Sidon and manage till you Coco Ros, where you Coco Ros na losses for pausing.
Well, like we can say the song get different. I mean, you've got what in Sheila says so, like the kind of lyrics of the song. We say you Coco Ros, so how you manage to you Coco Ros. So that means Sheila never say you know we left Sidon, such thing happened to you.
Right.
It can mean that as well.
Right.
Because when you say how you manage to you Coco Ros, why you left Sidon, say this man can slap you.
Yeah.
Where you for don't protect the slap in the first place, but you shouldn't say it's slap you. So how you manage to take Coco Ros? Because you Coco in a fire.
Yeah.
You obviously they watch out for making no go.
Yeah.
But if you don't let him, it was, and that's the only meal you have for the day, you suffer.
Because you go busy body till you Coco Ros. And when you Coco Ros, you will bullet her.
Wait again.
You know they bullet her because na charcoal in the turn. So, but like you said, how can you be playing that? Now, a wedding, for example, you know, people in the dance tour and say you Coco Ros.
Well, Kali say you Coco Ros simply means you run as a loss.
Okay.
So these are the very much different meanings. And then Tuba can say, but Coco Ros not to be in bad way within the interpreter more. I just don't know why it take this as offensive talk.
Right.
I kind of agree with that. Because Coco Ros not be normal snack.
So you see, there's a counter again from Tuba. Based on what I say, if you Coco Ros, it go born, right?
Yeah.
You know we bullet. Tuba say if you Coco no Ros, you know we bullet.
Of course, because you have a horse, because you don't eat it raw. So again, it's the same back and forth. Saboting. No invite Femi, man. Femi like you.
Alright, we wait for Femi. Look, if I Femi the power more.
Alright.
So okay, so we don't see. I make we say now the context.
Okay, so if me say Juba Coco Ros, which context do you look at?
But depending on waiting at the topic, talk about.
Few days ago, not few days ago, yesterday, I was having a conversation with somebody and they would talk back and forth. And I say, you Coco Ros, effects.
Yeah.
I didn't refer to you.
Yeah.
You're quoting Coco Ros.
Well, that make I say how the First Lady go interpret saying that individually refer to as you Coco Ros.
Okay. Well, my own observation, because this is a very interesting discussion when it gets to it, because I think say the reason make I feel say very interesting is the interpretation of some of the words that will be used in our local dialect.
Right.
When someone can talk, say, I will use one some obscene word way bad, but definitely a bad word, but it's not
appropriate for use now.
well, it appropriate, not so abusive language, but it's just a bad word with the person.
So we're not talking about.
Well, when I say you don't know your papa, then get the way how they call them.
Right.
Yeah. Then you get some people that will be very honest to you and tell you, say, okay, family, I beg you, pardon me, I just use this one because I'm not free to say it will be that offensive. When I talk to you about strategy, yeah, and then somebody will vex, so. But not all man, because someone will tell you, now, mama fine. Then someone will say, you sabi me, daddy. Someone will even give you kasi. Now,
yeah.
It's taking to then look at chief there. Say, because you don't tell and say, you don't know him, papa, or you don't sabi him, papa.
Yeah.
But that word is not being used specifically because people don't know who their kids or their fathers are. Like just the fact number say, no man cause say, but come on, you better start with him. You go say, you sabi him, papa, or someone go tell you, mama fine. But that's not slogan, not bad word, but it's a slogan where it gets different interpretation. Some people find it offensive and some don't. Yeah? And the worst of it all, the one way they find them offensive, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they might have issue with staying, either by their behavior, the way they act, or the way they do things. And then other times, not just a word where somebody wants to use against you or make you get upset. Now, twist it around to Coco Ros. It's equally the same kind of context. Because when Dr. Olo do the song, he do them primarily for weddings. Because now like a medley where gets various different links to them. It will start off with ayo dele o, ayo dele o, what you like me, so they begin move on with the medley.
Yeah.
So the medley they change form as the song they grow. And then when it gets to almost the peak of it, all married or past married, all bamboo, then it begin move on to the next level. The next level now will be ayo dele, what's making you don't tell you could they start out you Coco Ros. So that's now where the song not reach now to the peak. Where the dance all don't really sit down.
Yeah.
And when they play that element now of the Coco Ros,
all man they pull off back.
All man they pull off back, begin to accompany them. That's the pattern of the medley.
Right.
So if we insert that pattern there of the medley with the situation we will find this, there was a pivotal point when the song played a key role. It hasn't been sung all throughout the period. Okay, specifically, I would say it was geared towards the SLPP convention.
Correct, yeah.
But we did not hear the song in the beginning of the rest of the convention.
Correct.
The preliminary stages, the local elections, until we get to the peak of the election.
Correct.
Where you now look at the chairman, secretary general, PRO, and the rest.
Right.
And the song pitched in for the very first time when we begin to say we come closer to the chairmanship election.
Right.
Apparently, there was t-shirts and things shared. I heard the song with various other different songs played within the hall itself. But to be very honest, in that hall, they played roughly about 4 or 5 different tracks where get significant meaning.
So let's ask you.
Go on.
Will they still come to a lot of things? But I ask, who that's not been the DJ? One. Who that's higher that DJ day? Because for let that song they play at that particular time. And then also you have t-shirts. You understand? Where write you Coco Ros. So what you are seeing now, like the way they play the African Nations Cup or FIFA finals, right? The players they all can up print t-shirts with the hope say
they will score,
win, they get the medal and all of that, right? At the end of the finals, they win, then take off, then jazzy, and then show say we are the winners, we are the champions, and all of that. So you Coco Ros t-shirt then just boss.
They're not just boss, so they may wear underneath there.
So they say it was not there during the start of the convention or the elections, right? At the end, when result don't call for chairmanship, you understand, and secretary and other positions, all of a sudden white t-shirt with you Coco Ros. Then a song played by the DJ, you Coco Ros. So you see, say this was choreographed, pre-planned, or premeditated for fit that situation. They say, if A happen, this is what we will do. If B happen, well, now losses for we.
True.
And on the flip side, we don't know waiting at the opposing side of you Coco Ros when at Ibima, because Ibima back now.
Now when it's song, now when it's song,
right?
Yep.
So we don't know what's in be their own t-shirts or waiting them being get for cash show off. Because Ibima then said been dance during the Women's Congress. The women's win the elections as well. Other people they cry. So was Coco Ros a retaliation to Ibima?
Well, likelihood I would say, yes it is.
Right.
But again, like you say, it's a huge risk and gamble. You don't know what is going to happen, but you premeditate what will happen. So you take one step ahead, the decision yet unknown. And if you're fortunate to fit into the category of the decision yet unknown, then you celebrate.
Yeah.
But was the song cued in?
Right.
Was the t-shirt being prepared by who and why that slogan Coco Ros? I think we should ask the people that actually start this off, what in them mean by the word Coco Ros? Because they might have their own interpretation.
Right.
Because I saw some other videos where I saw prominent members of SLPP making gestures to the camera. Now we get with party. Now we make them. They were not specific.
Correct.
But I saw those videos and they were speaking to camera.
We will play them at some point.
And when you don't go that far, as a prominent individual in a political party, that's a statement. And we don't know who the statement was directed to.
So now let me ask you, say, why the First Lady for take offense for a song played in a convention where some people win, some people lose when I intra-party. You understand? And why one, but it come to the other part, the other level, we bring this. Because after the convention, the First Lady congratulated Jimmy Batilo Songa and a lot of other people. Okay, that's one. Two, post-election, we see the a video pop up where the First Lady gets a group of people where I think Senayo supporters are always aligned with her. For example, the PRO CSO Mambu go declare to them post-elections. Why make us say a post-election? Because they introduce them as the SLPP PRO.
Okay.
Declare say in your loyalty, not to nobody but the First Lady. Whereas you are being elected to serve as the publicity secretary or public relations officer for the Sierra Leone People's Party. And we know you know cry from you Coco Ros or other RIM, for example, radical inclusion, them, what you call her. We know you nothing from them. Okay? That was all applause. Until the state opening of Parliament. But before we go there, my MC says something that will make a laugh.
What he say?
Yeah. He said, even the past self dance to the song you Coco Ros.
They did said it. They did said it, and then I've come and say, "We Coco Ros, you Coco."
Yeah. Okay. So Amy just don't tell we say na the hall, na the two faction been there. You been get now for the FITI, we no go take am versus you Coco Ros.
Okay. What are they getting for the FITI?
I don't know.
Because I know the segment of the Coco Ros.
Okay.
But I don't know now for the FITI, we no go take them. I understand. I heard that song, maybe not on that day, but I know you hear that song maybe for several times. And then you hear that song, why do you Now we talk and we talk and we do them. And they can talk and do. We talk and we do them.
Yes.
That's our heard.
Yes.
But my conviction now is two things. Since this issue is directed to, okay, I'm not going to say directly directed. So indirectly directed to the first lady.
We still don't know that.
Again, I'm talking about the person that responds.
So, but
she responded to the fact that something has been said that she is not in favor of, and she's complaining. It's on her. It's about her.
So we go to it in Miss B say. Miss B say, Miss B, welcome. It's been a while. Good to see you. They say hints no a master. Then tire with them.
Okay. So I don't know that.
Right. So it say hints no a master. So now that's insane.
Okay.
Well, so would that the red cap fit?
Make it
I
understand all that kind merry-go. Because I'm in Guadalcanal. I know I'm for good to only merry-go. I am direct because I know somebody responded.
Now, I know my reason why I am asking these questions. Okay. Why the first lady feels saying at him. But Miss B don't begin peel the bonga. He say hints no a master.
If somebody says something about let me actually inside this room, then I made a statement and I know for of course you will be the only one that will respond.
But not so anyone will be there, the whole okay.
I made a statement,
and
I know you will be the only one that will respond. You know what I say? I'm not saying I need to respond. I not say now you go be the only person they go respond by that statement. I made the statement.
Okay.
Because I know you are going to respond.
Okay, so again, you don't know that I'll respond. You would think I will respond. But I can't. Now I still they ask the question why if you say na him. Okay? Because let's take first, when they deal with Bintumani, they will come to Parliament. Bintumani, you get a good number of people that contested for positions. You have rival factions within the SLPP party. And then some people win, and then a song was played by the DJ. Now, I can say, who that hired the DJ? So, because I'm motive now with the look
at you make an answer.
Answer me, Fishan.
The person we hired the DJ, now the SLPP executive body responsible for the event.
Okay.
Or the person responsible for the publicity or the event entertainment sector, we will put together the logistics for source out various different things then for make the event go ahead. So that event planner is responsible for that.
Yes.
You have to find out who that event planner?
I would love to find out who. Una waiting at the chat group. Una know who that's been the events planner for the SLPP convention.
Does the chairman have that responsibility?
The chairman, of course, then they provide oversight.
Yes. So basically, everything must have come to him.
Right. So if we now look at the flyer, we put 4 people. 4. We put the president of Sierra Leone. We also now the leader of the Sierra Leone People's Party, President Julius Fada Bio. We put the new chairman, Jimmy Batilo Songa. We put the first lady, Madam Fatima Bio, and we put the outgone chairman, Dr. Prince Harding. And we did this specifically for try for see who that responsible for waiting.
For what? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if we look at the videos, so many reference was made by the first lady to both Jimmy Songa as well as Prince Harding, but more so to Prince Harding.
Yeah.
Okay. And then MC say the part dance to the song have been to money. And the first lady always the time serve to the first gentleman, the president, right? Because he say the president encourage all them people there and promote them. And then at the first lady, she did not feel protected, both now in Tumani as well as in Parliament. So now that make we put them 4 people here, so or C. So maybe one of the audience say do tin, who do that or tin. For C, who that responsible for this Coco Ros song.
So who that if you say responsible?
Well, you ask a salient point. Who that the oversees, the chairman, the person that oversees the program, I'll say that rests with him, but he delegates. But he's been accused by the First Lady. Finger don't point.
But hold on a sec.
Yeah.
The chairman of the event has not been brought into this discussion.
You mean the person who will oversee the election?
Yes.
Mohamed Yongao. Correct. Yeah.
He hasn't been brought into this discussion.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, I am not implicating him now, never, God forbid. But if we look at the protocols of proceedings of any event, the chairman they in charge of that particular event today will be the person to report to for making sure that all the logistics are in place, for making sure that all the logistics in terms of entertainment, sound, microphones, because he was liaising with the DJs on a regular basis.
So, but are two different things. Mohamed Yongao, ambassador, him be responsible for the elections, not the events.
Oh no, well, not the elections is the event.
No, the elections is part of the event.
Yeah, but there was nothing else apart from that election day, on that day at that thing.
Well, I mean, in the elections he focus on.
Yeah.
The logistics and other things, it's not him.
No, the logistics for the elections will mean sound, election box, voting papers, invigilators, supervisors, because all of them were giving accolades on the day. They recognize them for all the hard work that they've done.
Okay.
And that is a combination of everything that happens in the whole, including the president, for making sure that he was there from the beginning to the end.
Right.
So, yes, he should be responsible for making sure, because if the sound was not great, he would be held accountable for that.
So who that hired the DJ?
Well, that is what I want to know. But if we don't know who hired the DJ, then we'll go ask Ambassador Yongao, maybe something will give you some.
He will tell me who that hired the
inside.
DJ. Because we need to know that they hired the DJ, they'll go know the motive. Right? Okay, let's switch gear a little bit. Let's come to Parliament, because the actual thing happened.
Okay.
State
no, it's enough complaint. Not really the actual.
Correct, yes.
Complaint.
State opening of Parliament. The Parliament are the country. We get the representative then they, because now indirect, representation we get, right? We get higher, we elect people, we will represent, we go all 8 million will go for the Parliament.
Sure.
Okay. So many conflicting information. Firstly, we hear complaints say from the First Lady, they say usually na in husband in worker together and go take their seats. But this time, they change the order. They make them first come and go sit down. And then secondly, come with in husband, the husband come later. And one accusation. Second one, they say they pull hints panam, the Speaker of Parliament not protect them. Okay? Song happen in Coco Ros, so inside Parliament. And the song na against them. But we all know, within the APC and SLPP, even the presidents, they can sing or then they chant. When they come in, the opposition can always chant, say, if we be no, if we be no,
and then they were representing that.
All man know, right? Whereas the incumbent or the ruling party, then they say Badabio, Badabio, so they can exchange them banks at them. Where President Kroma been there at in time, then say maybe they do their own. So if the Parliament, now the nation, and you get a lot of people inside. The First Lady can maybe get entourage. We don't know that they be an entourage. We then sing back, but intake offense. Say na in. Kind of one. We don't know whose set of SLPP parliamentarians then start this song. Okay? We say they attack her directly and she's not being protected. So this is one of the things. Or is this a cover-up for something where they accuse the First Lady for? Because that's another thing. Say it disrespects the Vice President and breach protocol. Where under normal circumstances, where the Vice President they come before the President. So the First Lady will don't go sit down. Now the Vice President they come, everybody give a standing ovation. The First Lady decide or sit down in our budge. Okay? The President can still they try for watch the videos for see if I will get a clear picture for see if the First Lady been grabbed or honor the President.
No, I watched the video.
She did not.
No.
Right? You know, do that.
No.
So if you are complaining that they sing against you, where they not call you name, because Salon we say that call name they bring clabber. Yeah, but you take offense, but you breach protocol. You disrespected the Vice President and the President, not your husband, but the President. Dr. Jude Jallo is not your colleague from your neighbor or family from Kono or your SLPP comrade, now the Vice President of Sierra Leone. And this is protocol that whoever they, because when the president's not there and the Vice President they take charge. So is this a cover-up? The reason why I ask, because we see Dr. Sylvia Blyden, initially, when they go after the First Lady say he breach protocol, he come in defense. He say one day, for the number of years, every year for 7 years now, that the First Lady not ever team up where the Vice Presidents they come in or the President they come in. Okay? So, two things come to mind. Firstly, is it true that always now the First Lady and the Presidents they come? If that is the case, when they come together, not to them force, but when they come together, that means say the Vice President is already seated.
In that capacity, yes.
So if Namika they say so that means the Vice President is already seated, right? So if that was the case, then that will say, you know, with team up, because now last they come, so now the Vice President is supposed to team up and you understand innovation. Okay. Secondly, is it true that the First Lady not ever team up where the Vice President they come in? Video surfaced for earlier or previous state opening where show say the Vice Presidents come in and the First Lady's team up. So it showed two things now. Yeah. One, not so you and the President always they come. If the second the old video then put correct, okay, that means not so you and the President always they come. So nothing not change in terms of order. If that video, I put the if, okay. Secondly, it don't show say you always the team up where the Vice President they come. And if that video, the previous video correct, waiting change. Why you decide not for team up and give them the honor as protocol demand? Because your foot's not the art, nothing not do you, there's no extenuating circumstance will prevent you because everybody else stood up except you. Based on waiting camera show and the narrative we show.
Well, before you continue, I ask you one question.
Yeah.
2018, the first opening of Parliament by the President, Julius Matabio. You were there, right?
Correct, yeah. That was May 12, 2018.
Yourself and myself.
Yes, yeah.
Who that come first?
Now the First Lady, as far as I can remember.
Where it come, when the President can start, even Tinap.
Of course it's him.
Who's partner the well of Parliament in that assembly?
They right inside the well, down there, not the actual well.
Thank you.
Close to the heart, the
to the symbol of
correct.
office. Where that along.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, physically, in our presence, we have actually saw her school for the president to work in.
Correct.
So that don't actually dismiss the fact, say, it is not a regular occurrence, say, most times in the president working. I'm yet to see a video of herself and the president working in anyway. But regardless of all that, I actually don't blame the first lady.
Okay.
Go on.
So can you hold on? Kadi. So let me correct something here. I not say the first lady say. I say Dr. Sylvia Blyden, in defense of the first lady, say the first lady not ever team up with the vice president in coming. So that's one correction.
And second correction, the first lady, yes, said that in some of her videos that I actually saw myself.
Come in or listen the
I have.
That is why
you don't listen to her. Yes, it did say so.
Okay. So secondly, your statements that not only in Sierra Leone, that may be true, but why did she choose to complain only now? In order to complain for the past 7 years.
Now that make her say, now you make me they make reference to now say, I don't blame the first lady. If do what he do so, now Parliament's open, where Iman the canton, when are the president of Sierra Leone, and she decided not to stand for Gandhi honor. According to in statement, where he make Remy Yeri and see, it's not correct. Because in her defense, he say if anybody want to celebrate Iman, now in the number one person.
We don't celebrate our person, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So why you choose for not celebrating this time?
If you not the number one person, we don't celebrate Iman past everybody in Syria. Why you didn't do it this time around?
Is it because of you, Coco Ros?
Well, I don't know. Let me ask the question. Why didn't you do it this time around? That's the question one. Question two. Actually, not blame the first lady for what you do so.
Right.
Because they say, pam pam your mama tell you not to play with fire. Fire will burn you. You know what I mean? If you play with fire, fire will burn you one day.
Yeah.
We have seen incidents of that well of Parliament were primarily unprecedented on any form.
Correct.
What happens? Nothing.
When I praise them, praise.
Well, and I make they say, what happens? So to me, I will not blame the First Lady for her actions in Parliament because the First Lady, in her defense, don't flaunt a lot of the constitutional rights of what is happening in Sierra Leone over the past couple of years.
And people don't complain before, wherein who side the vice president for Sidon, and then put down for Sidon.
Okay, but again, that was not highlighted.
Exactly.
It was okay.
Yes.
So why is it okay for you then? But it is not okay for you now. That same pepper, where they put another man in so food. If not the same pepper, they put in so food for making well. Why you for cry so bad?
So that's exactly my point. If you think it's okay to breach protocol like that, disrespect the president, invite not your husband, but the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone and the vice president, why you for take offense for a song where them pitch randomly now the well of Parliament by someone, you are claiming that the first lady in name names.
Yeah.
In name names of people them.
Yeah.
You understand? So, but the minute where they take you for waka from the door to you sit, you know, reach 3 minutes.
No. Maximum I would say is about 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, you know, reach 3 minutes.
Because it's not on a
okay
pace. It's on a slow pace.
At that time, according to a video we'll get for play, he claims say he one is C4 say na SLPP members of parliament them. So if you're able to see the SLPP of parliament, members of parliament, if you're able to know who that them be, because they're in the party, and then can go to you, una they cook, una they eat, una don't plan together how for thief elections and do bad thing them. So you know them. They're not strangers to you. That's one. Two, you say SAPC MPs. You try for bring APC MPs them inside this, just for let it look like I say you neutral. Because APC MPs, they're not be there on a convention. Outside them placing and pull t-shirt, you Coco Ros. APC MPs, they're not be there.
No, but when you even look at the video, the sound was coming from one direction. I'm not saying APC MP did not make any kind of utterance of the song, but the sound was coming from one direction. And it was not a laudable sound. Some of the sound specifically was coming from the balcony of Usari SLPP MP then the day.
Correct.
And you say this sound no they come out closer, it come out from a distance. The sound were very close to the microphone where the recording come out from was asking a question. Who that in Coco Ros? Who that in say Coco Ros?
Yes.
That was clear because it was closer to the microphone. And if na SLPP MP them, for example, when they chant that song the song for be a little bit more clearer than the way how we hear from the video we see. Because the video we see was a close video to the SLPP MPs then. And you know for say this sound they come up closer to them people here. And you can look at the lips of the MPs that were in the front row. They were not chanting you Coco Ros.
Well, you know, I don't know it's great for them.
Well, based on the video,
you look at it from a technical
point of view. Yes,
that's correct.
Yeah.
The one thing where me go say as well, you see now some way very infectious. And this outside is in the left Nigeria. For the past few days I was in the Coco Ros, so I don't even know why they see me.
Well, inside I get a conversation with somebody else, but come up with Coco Ros. Because it's been like a norm, it is stick na you.
But you highlighted something we not new at the well of parliament since April 4th, 2018. SLPP from where they come always get people where they hire permanently for them at the gallery, the public gallery, where they come and intimidate people, curse them, sing against them.
And for say that, there were people at the gallery where we already get plaque ready for protest against child marriage. In whose favor?
The first lady.
You. So it was all now like when you plan before you.
Yes.
So you cannot execute what you have planned because somebody don't come one step ahead of you. We don't triple all what you don't anticipate for can because it is something that they plan.
And for we viewers them, this way we they say we not they say because we watch an active. We don't witness not to one, not to two, not to three. You tell where them beats MPs then a parliament. We were there. Now God nine save we because somebody they will be don't do good. We wear uniform. Nine can't tell we it's a man them una comot na ya. Something is about to go.
And not just that, they trail we even outside.
You understand? So we were there on that May 12th on that state opening. They with them what you call them beat people them or whatever they call them. The first day of parliament where they destroy people. So we be there. And is it again? This get beaucoup different ways there for look at them. Because if you not get people that wanna be they pay permanently for council on there and intimidate people there. Even the speaker will be there, Abbas Bundu at the time. Sometimes they rain abuse on them and all that thing. They take they pass law say nobody not allow for calm now the public gallery. You understand that?
And now because of the consistent amount of torture or abuse or threats, where they come up from the gallery,
and then get full control because we as journalists we applied for press pass. So we go to cover events on a daily or weekly basis, or we then get major events. We were asked to write letters, fill application, this and that, and then put the application on hold because they know say possibly we are not seen as pro-government. So all the people where they go to parliament, because they don't put laws, so you get forget pass for good.
Yeah.
And states opening, you know they just go.
No.
You have to have an invite.
They should invite you.
You get forget an invite for let you go. And whether they give you invite, now parliament or members of parliament or people that within a government, and then they in charge of the invites to parliament.
Even at the public gallery.
Now even at the public, now that's how they say so. The public gallery, you know, just grab, you walk up and go there. Any officials that will go there, they give them invites as well. So not a place where people they just walk and go. So the people that were there, are people that were supposed to be people there.
Yep.
But if some man decide for sing you Coco Ros, I don't feel say plabadini. But there's something I want for green cap.
That I would say.
But I you take first, then I'll bring that kind.
Honestly speaking, I agree with you, Nani, but I'm still in defense of the First Lady. To a maximum degree.
Defense for waiting.
For the action.
Okay.
And because if Nami are vex, he will one of vex.
But why for vex if you know you could not in Coco Ros?
Because
in Coco Ros?
I don't know.
But why for vex?
Well, are vex because it is least expected to come from those that he is accusing. Make it vex. Because otherwise, a lot more has been said about the First Lady. They have said a lot of stuff that are actually bad. They don't make bad statements about her, they don't capture her, they don't talk all kinds of things about her, they don't call her names. But she has a thick skin.
Right.
They don't live up to all those abuse, all those taunts, all those false allegations, whether they are true or not. It don't stand by all those stuff. From the opposition, from within Leone party, from normal civilians, online, everything she has been
there. Non-Sierra Leone.
Including
Pararan.
The mock news. Honestly. But you don't stand firm with all those accusations. But this particular one.
Emonaram. How? Why?
Because now the South Side comes.
Or because in Coco Ros?
I don't know.
Because the song now, how you manage to say you Coco Ros.
Again,
you Coco Ros?
I don't know. But again, that's the question we're asking. You Coco Ros? I cannot answer that question. Now, two people will answer that question. The First Lady and the person will actually send the word, say, you Coco Ros. What do you mean by this word? Say, you Coco Ros. And you start to make a signature song for a victory over two significant things. One, now the chairmanship. Two, we don't take back the party. Now we make them. Those are the two important things I picked up from this old Coco Ros thing. Who don't make them? Why the person make them? Why now that particular song they then choose?
Because it's very creative.
Very. And if I wouldn't say this, it go inside your bone. I've never seen First Lady that upset. Because when she talks with anger, she smiles about it sometimes. But this time around, she wasn't even smiling. Now, like I will give you some uppercuts where you're not able to resist the punch, but you want for it don't come at very different defense capacity, but it still hasn't worked.
But this First Lady, now then can introduce song, popular hints, now politics. Because throughout the election campaign for the 2023 elections, President Bio, then they play song, then dance, then this and that. That's what.
Let's give it to campaign.
The First Lady, they say they approve the country for MCC. If anything happen, it happen.
Again, let me just say, let's leave it because that may not be after election. But anything will happen in election, I will let that go because it's election. Anybody can say anything.
So it's not my election, after election, it will happen. So they not choose that for the FTI, they choose you Coco Ros.
Okay.
Or is it because they not still understand the actual meaning of the Coco Ros?
That can be another thing. No, honestly, that can be another thing.
But in sister, now deep Creole are supposed for say
humor. Even the deep Creole, the way you expect say for know the meaning of the word you propose, doctor no be specific.
When I wonder, how you manage to say
doctor not be specific. Doctor not actually just throw the song. he left out with all the spanners unlocked.
Yeah.
Then you get for count tightening them now with the spanner, you screws them unlocked. But the word itself gets different meaning.
Correct.
It can be an abusive word.
Yeah.
It can be a provocative word.
Yeah.
It can be a word of compliment.
Right.
How, in my opinion, the first lady saw it like an abusive.
Right.
Not a provocative word, but an abusive word.
Yeah.
Like they don't physically abuse them
Right.
by using that word, Coco Ros.
Right.
Again, if you have to define Coco Ros, it gets various different definitions.
Right.
There are some obscene definitions of the word.
Correct.
We not to what we go able for interpret.
Correct.
Very obscene ones.
Mm-hmm.
But those ones are left for the minds of people that might know
To imagine
what it is.
Yeah.
And then they take and back cost you.
Yeah.
Then they take and cost you in two forms, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
So in this capacity right now we talk about, it's about victory.
Right.
Somebody don't win an election.
Right.
And the way how we see this, now I will call the names that the First Lady highlighted.
Correct. Yeah.
Jimmy Batilo and Prince Harden,
Mm-hmm.
were his close ally.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Batilo specifically, they left the UK to Sierra Leone together.
Correct.
On a high-pitched tent.
Correct.
That they were doing, sleeping, eating, drinking, lying down on together for 24/7.
And Jimmy Batilo and wife when a member of Parliament.
Thank you.
Now be strong supporter of Power. She was or is still a member of the JMB movement.
Thank you.
So now then I be the tyrant.
That kind of ceased to exist.
Well, I make her say she used to be, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So not a stranger to First Lady.
Right.
Now, like the way you say this, now my highlight in everything.
Correct.
Chicken thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dry season or in season.
Right.
Come what may,
Right.
they will eat, sleep, and dine in the same place to achieve one goal.
Correct.
They did achieve that goal.
Right.
What changes is my question.
Right. So
Secondly,
mm-hmm.
the last flag bearer, the last chairmanship election of the SLPP political party, Jimmy Batilo contested against Prince Harden.
Correct.
By then,
Prince Harden have been allied to the
first lady. Not to say Jimmy Batilo wasn't,
Uh-huh.
but there was like a bridge of gap now in between the two, but it wasn't blatant then.
Correct.
You talked about last week, say they declared Prince Harden as the winner, not necessarily means he win.
Correct.
And we all saw the declaration, the dispensation of how the campaign go and how the election end up for be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Batilo was a very strong runner. And as a very strong runner, he was a newcomer back as well from the UK.
Correct.
That was his first primary time where he don't stay in a salon for that period of time.
Yes.
That was the first time. He can go and come, but this was the first time that he has actually stayed in Sierra Leone for well over 3 or 4 years.
Right.
So he had his groundwork done properly.
Mm-hmm.
And he been kind of emerged for being the winner of that particular election.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? He lost to Prince Harden.
Correct.
Then declared Prince Harden as the winner.
Correct.
Batilo took a backseat.
Correct.
We did not hear much about Batilo anymore.
Correct.
He continued for doing groundwork. By then, we even realized, or we speculate, say, even the relationship with the president wasn't that great anymore. There were issues.
Because one ask how Batilo for loss when a pro power man and then build the infrastructure of power. And
so
when
it was too good to be true for making lost that election. Whether they talk to him, they say yeah, or we don't know what the results came out to be, but we know some of Prince Harden win.
Was announced there.
In that context, Batilo was not in good terms with possibly the entire hierarchy of the party. I'm just assuming now because he actually took a backseat for a while. I only begin hearing Batilo the image back when they say chairmanship election they start. That is when I start hearing his name over and over and over.
Right.
He's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
I know him.
Yeah.
And he is a powerful and a strong die-hearted SLPP.
Yeah.
Nobody need to question that.
Right.
But also, he has an element of tolerance where when he did in party mood, don't dare him.
Correct, yeah.
When the party moves, don't dare him.
Yes.
When the party closes the doors, he is Jimmy Bachilo Songa.
Yeah.
He becomes himself again.
Yeah.
That is what I know of him.
Right.
For let that man there decide back again, say, I will come back this time around for the second time. Prince Harry is not going to contest anymore because it was mandatory, clear, say, this is your last time.
Correct.
Everybody knows that. He's talking clearly, say, this is my last time. I'm not going to contest no more. We all now know, say, this is Bachilo's time.
Right.
No question of that. But there was a fallout with Prince Harry and First Lady. We all see. And then we don't know what the relationship with First Lady and Bachilo because it is not in the public domain. So nobody knows what it is.
Right.
Until we knew there was another candidate being projected, I'm not saying that the First Lady, but from her wing. For say, this candidate, there was aligning this candidate with the First Lady. I'm not saying that
Engineer Carlos.
yes, I'm not saying that candidate, but they were doing that sort of alignment.
Right.
The university is not going to be a happy man. Because I think they say they will vote for an opposal, but the person where he will possibly don't know for say they engineer this new candidate for can contest against him, he will not be happy. So we saw all the kuskas that happens.
Right.
Pre-election, election, and immediately after election, post-election. But to be very honest, I think, personally, if the president was not present, which we discussed last week,
Correct.
at that venue, not different to for the talk about right now.
Right.
Because the kind way at which the campaign will go, it was out of context.
Right.
Because we heard and saw so many confrontations from different persons. But again, looking at it, the president realized, say, I have to be there. This is not the first time ever I don't see Madam go some side for the whole day.
Yeah. We're not traveling.
We're not traveling. It's done for the whole day. And honestly, when I start watching the election process before they start, I didn't realize he was even there.
Yeah.
I was like, what's this one day? But now only I realized, say, you don't get there from today when it starts, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they tell people they're saying that delegates are there for votes and I can't campaign to me. Yeah.
But if you watch the way how the election will go to the hall, it was one-sided on all forms. It was one-sided. You can't contest that at all. So to me, if you don't get issue as a first lady with the former chairman and the chairman to be by default, it is going to be a difficult hill to climb. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It's going to be a difficult hill to climb. It means now you are caught in the middle of an institution, which is a political party as SLPP, and your husband, who is the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone and leader of the political party SLPP, and you are now in the middle of these two fractions. It's going to be very difficult to make you find an easy way through, because I think the president has played a very important role in this whole saga. He hasn't said nothing since the election. He congratulated the winner. He hasn't said nothing since this parliament saga started. I know he's not going to put nothing anyway, but he will say something maybe 6 weeks, 7 weeks, or 8 months down the line. He will make reference to this incident, but not now. So for me, why has he kept quiet for these few days? Then I want. Two, the first lady, now she did laugh.
Sorry for caught you in the laugh. Now somebody when they carry the social media handle salon, they say Bio dance pass all man. The guy go down all in self of the once upon a time sample.
Well, again, like I say, somebody asks if the president will know the meaning of the song, why he dance. I don't know.
But if you don't train the president, say anytime they play music before dance. So Now we guys say the dancing president, even the vice president, we don't know if now what you call an board the cage or they change light bulb or whatever, but inside the dance. So
no, but honestly speaking, I think we have to look at this issue very seriously. But like I said, to my defense, I will possibly add more later on.
Right.
I still stand by the first place.
So I bring somebody into the picture of this for the Parliament incident. The person when we win as Secretary General for the Sierra Leone People's Party, Parliamentary. Is it because he used to be the gatekeeper for the First Lady in our Parliament? Because all the people that are the public gallery, they do the havoc. There is no way whether they get a pass for kind sander or the name not in a register without the approval of Clerk of Parliament. Because I'm directly responsible. And if you don't talk, say that incept the oversee that the kind of Parliament. So is it maybe this time around somebody else beat up to the game because say they don't pull on the Parliament. So sometimes they lost that privilege and opportunity. They for let them outnumber the people that will go out placard or come dominate and sing the Parliament against the other people. One. So what if the chant against child marriage and other things them, be the direct song at another person or chant against another person? The First Lady for being react the way we react, so say it is not done. They know for disadvantage from people. Because what history don't tell me.
True.
What's going to happen at Parliament? I will tell you, say, if they applaud people the way they talk or what we talk now, people they use them for, wow the crowd and all of that. So I don't know why she took offense. This would have been something way for kill, just like that, by not responding, by not reacting, by not running commentary. But now it play the victim. Someone said something, I think Khadija said something earlier here, where I'm not going to quote you, where he say, I'll go back here. He said, after referring to the minister them as dogs, they want to make them defend them now.
Okay, that's a very serious statement.
You understand? Yeah. This was not an indirect statement through a song. She referred to ministers or some particular person as a dog, where they work for him, where a husband, when the president appoints. And Sylvia Blyden spent a whole month, they justify and defend that and took the fight. You understand? I wrote an article about who lets the dogs out, blah, 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 all of the kind of thing. For me, now John Permine to win a John rest. So the
which is pretty much the same thing that is happening, right?
So now John they eat the rest and John the vex.
Well, that's what they say.
Happen.
So
if you been think say it was okay to rain abuses, demean people, say all these things and get away with them, come and get a way of coming back. One. Previous to that, if you don't refer to all man them, say them for castrate all the man them as salon for XYZ reason, where those are not so nice statements to make as the First Lady. Yeah. But now you're trumping up your First Lady status as the wife of the president, thinking, say, because you married to the president, you even not get right for obey within Parliament say. The president know they just walk up into Parliament. There are protocols. They go through them protocols, then they self acknowledge, say where they come or after the event or before they go in, then get for go first at the speaker in office.
Forget a brief.
And so he say this time then pull an ado. So you see how it directs things and even accuse the speaker, say the speaker not protect her. So it need public apology from the speaker and the speaker for hold people accountable. But you have done all these other things. You forget, say, in the process, you dey hurt people, you dey damage people, you dey make people look funny, they undermine people the way they serve that your husband in government, thinking say you are all powerful and almighty. You boasted that all the people the way they appoint, they therefore come through you first. They're answerable to you. There is nothing that your husband they do where you don't know. You're aware of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So why you for can't complain to we the public now when they hatch all them plans here over the years. And now you can cry as a victim and say we for help you for cry. I don't think that is right.
In a balance.
Yeah, in a balance.
And the reason make in a balance, because earlier on, you play with fire will burn you. So now that fire don't burn you, put up water.
Well, for complaint.
Because a lot of stuff that happened at Salon in the past 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we have seen worse within 5 years of SLPP in government.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst what we see inside that 5 years there was things that were perpetrated against civilians, politicians, non-politicians, and local people within our communities. Yeah? But nothing has happened. We've seen the mob justice, nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen names being called to members of parliament and politicians of SLPP, nothing happens.
Right. This was not about APC. To APC. This now we see to the party. Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
We've seen SLPP members of the political party being manhandled. Nothing happens.
Correct.
We saw the previous election for women's leader. We saw what happens at that event. Nothing happens.
Right.
So we have seen a lot just within inter-party politics.
Right.
Nothing has happened.
Right.
So if John Permine TV,
John for John.
So at this moment in time, I don't really think say the public forgets anything for doing this. You don't need a public opinion for something that happened. But if the facts say Parliament want for all First Lady accountable, which I think they're not going to do anyway.
But they have a reason to.
For breaching protocol in Parliament, then that's different.
Right.
But if they choose not to, again, we've seen a lot that has happened inside that same world, nothing happens.
Right.
So this time around, why something else will happen if this will happen?
So one thing was very interesting. I wish I was able to download those videos for you for play. Well, the technical team already, hopefully they'll play some of them videos here with the battle. But I see certain things happen. You have a cross-section of SLPP people all over the country, women specifically, mobilized and go to Parliament, say that they go protest to the Speaker of Parliament, say they don't bully the First Lady, they don't demean them as woman, they're not going to allow the fight against the First Lady or attack on the First Lady is attack on every woman in Sierra Leone. I saw sitting ministers of government, where are the deputy women's leader, the women's leader of the SLPP. I see deputy district chair people, where sometimes you refer to as deputy mayors, a whole bunch, traders and so on and so forth, will gather themselves and go, and party executive members go protest and say, then they make a case, the speaker, one, they don't see the advantage, they need for them to investigate, and then at the mama. But who say all them people here been there, where even the First Lady in your sister now, Sylvia Blyden, where they brutalizer, manhandle naked intrude into in privacy, all kinds of. How many women they don't beat? Where sometimes the First Lady is responsible for. But we not see that women they also come out and come and say an attack on every woman and any woman, an attack on all women.
All women.
Who say una been there? una eye only clean now, una only realize now say they not for attack and demean women, or is it because of one woman in specific and they above the law? I'm not saying your reason to protest is wrong. I'm not saying that. And I'm not even saying the timing wrong because una right. But as T-Boy say, you know what on they mend the snake all them time here. When the snake don't big, it don't bet you now. Now you know for say the snake bad. Right? Because I say when they eat with devil, you therefore get long spoon.
Of course.
Because if not that time they put inside the menu. You understand?
On the other front, again, like you highlight, what thing we don't happen with Sylvia back in the days, nobody said nothing. I'll give a typical example. Yvonne made a statement that was provoked, they taunted her, they harassed her, they did everything against her. But the women did not come out. But I saw another video of a press conference by NGOs, civil society organizations, saying what happened in Parliament is unprecedented and it should not happen again. Where were they when they actually brutalized all the members of Parliament and kicked out of the way of Parliament? So, why did not?
Well, don't forget that it's just a man there. May they talk about woman there first because
man and woman are salon, then they carry equal weight of justice.
No, but then they therefore play a gender card.
When the woman them we come out in a protest for certain things that maybe they happen at salon, they not arrest almost all of the market women.
Femi Claudius Code, for example, they take and crank on a paremba CID.
They actually put them hosted and host for hours.
Hours before they crank go, they lock them up there and do all kinds of things.
You know, the woman them in there. The woman the civil societies them in there. But anyway, the videos are ready.
Right. Alright, so let's go to the videos.
Alright, viewers, we're watching the videos of some of the incidents that we happened the past couple of days now, the well of Parliament and maybe during the elections now been to money. So now watch them and make on our own opinion and let we discuss them after another one. So over to you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Mifambulem. Good afternoon, Sierra Leone. Today, I've been just one for say some things them, not because I want for be on social media, but in a place where there is a whole lot of misconception where people in the sit down and plan for tarnish or destroy one person in character, and where you not feel like say anybody else get for come speak on your behalf. Now the reason we make I feel say this address where they make to this nation and they do them today. On Thursday, I go to Parliament with my husband, His Excellency the President. When I left my house in one piece, had no issue in my home, and I'll go to Parliament as usual, because this now one of the president in most important days then, na the year. Not to me program, this now President Julius Madabio in program, now one of the important programs then, where it gets now in calendar for do to this nation. So I go there with me whole heart for support my husband and for be there for him, because no one person in this country we don't be Madabio in cheerleader compared to me. No one person in this country we don't work for Madabio compared to me. No one person in this country we don't serve under Madabio compared to what I don't do just for make sure say me husband in legacy it continue, and my husband in presidency they no mix them up with unnecessary dramas then. So when we left this place for go, I went very happy, because I know say this is now one of the most important day for my husband. Now, normally when we go na the state opening, we do go na the speaker in office. Where we go na the speaker in office, then in sit down, we do some little chit chats them, and they explain whatever they want to explain to the president before they usher me in. This time it was different. When we go na the speaker in place, I know say yes, my husband is very busy. So some of these small things them, they see them until they don't happen done. Way before we they sit down, I don't hear it and don't begin say, una low big low go ante low go ante. So for me, I've been just feel say basically na time na then they run after, and na the reason that one day we make then the rush follow we go inside the well. They now come to me and say, oh, Madam First Lady, Kalo go let you go sit down and you sit. So I grab and go, because it's normal. Now so we plan to do all the time. I grab, I go. I follow the one the way they can me go. Where we reach na the door for enter. When the person where they announce me presence, they na the front, then they don't realize say na me they come. You will listen from this video and listen keenly, listen to the voices them within the talk. You go know say we young party people them, we young party MP them, we form a chairman. Now then begin the whole thing na the well. Now then first begin. Now that in Coco Ros. And then the MP them, some of the MP them begin for sing the same Coco Ros song. And when I begin for Waka, the whole well, from the APC to the SLPP, they all begin for sing as if I'm a street woman walking into the well of Parliament. This is not the legislative arm of our country. This is not the place where we forgive respect to everybody we go to that place. The whole world been the watchway. This na Madabio in big day. The day where Madabio for can tell the nation what he don't do and what he plan for do. Now that day then choose for target me, for humiliate me, for sing upon me inside the well of Parliament. some SLPP MPs and APC MPs. And while at the work for go sit down, I turn around. One of the former MP them, Alusain Kane, he grab the chair me because of the rudeness within the pandu. Now in the chairman, the former chairman, they tell and say, but sit down yanda. We want to deal with this one today. We want to deal with this one today. And inside the well, the only person where I see they grab the scream in my behalf, now be Honorable Rebecca Ye Kamara from Konodi Street. Now
All right, so Fambulem, una don't watch the videos them shots, and all represent the full picture of waiting happen at the Benjamini Conference Center or waiting happen at Parliament. But we just play shots so for give people them an idea. I know say some of them don't watch them and don't watch other videos, but just for juggle we memory. Interesting, the statement from the First Lady. Interesting, the videos them we don't play. We hear the chants them, they song them, and we see movement and we see certain people we prominent in their videos here. This is what they say. Politics na interest game. The person way they make you today can be the way they break you tomorrow. The person way that be you 4 years yesterday can be your friend today. So that's what we've seen here. But T-Boy, what's your take? Then me said will give me. I don't pick a lot of things where I want to talk about, but I want for you to take first.
You don't start like that, but you see what?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What's my take on what? On the videos?
The videos and everything, because we don't discuss. We don't deliberately lead the discussion,
yeah,
and now don't play the videos. Your perception don't change about certain things. You don't identify and see new things where we don't cover, or your analysis don't change, or you still stick by what you did see.
I stick by what you say primarily.
Defending the First Lady.
Yes, I will still defend them, and my defense on her is the fact that when you play with fire will burn you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't blame her. Mm-hmm. For what she did in Parliament for not respecting
the president,
the protocol. The protocol,
yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Because
we have to be specific to two people.
Yes, I still don't blame her for that sort of attitude, because she has been condoled over the past couple of years for breaking protocols.
Yeah.
And she always breaks protocols by saying, I am not a politician.
Correct.
So any statement that I'm making is not a policy statement. It's a statement. But failing to realize, you are the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Anything you say is a statement of policy that can mean anything.
Anything you say or do.
It's a policy statement that can be acted on.
Correct.
So with the videos that we just watched, winner. We saw the people that were dancing on that winner video. Like I said earlier on, they play certain music that will get very different meaning. The winner won. And we all saw some of the people who were involved in those videos.
Right. Like what
prominent names. I saw Chief Minister Itamali.
Yeah.
To me they call her Itamali.
Yeah.
You know that call her Itamali, yeah? Okay, fine. I saw Itamali and I saw the former Secretary General.
Yeah, Napoleon.
Yeah, and I saw a few more of faces, but those two faces are
secretary to president.
Okay, he was the one that was talking to the camera.
Keke Thomas.
Keke Thomas, yeah, of course I saw him. Yeah, he was there with Napoleon. Yes. He was there with Napoleon. But again, my views haven't changed.
Okay.
These were the official players of the First Lady.
Correct.
Since 2018 to the second term.
Correct.
So basically, something must have gone wrong somewhere.
Right.
So, to me, we saw Chief Minister also celebrating.
Correct.
And we all know the relationship with Chief Minister and First Lady. But the good thing about First Lady, she doesn't hide her feelings. If she doesn't like you, she will say it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
But as everybody
calling people dogs,
she will say things that will refer to you indirectly or directly, because we all know the kind of issue, the way they get to people, the way in any field for make mention, either by name, by association, or by link, but by lineage or lineage, where you go say, okay, this is me, man, in person, then this.
Better tell if connection.
Yes, they link on all. Right. And the bundle all into one pot, if we are
yes.
You don't give a damn.
Right.
Because she's the First Lady.
Right.
Give it to her.
Right. So why you forgive a damn now?
Because she's the First Lady.
So you can forgive a damn?
Of course. Well, okay. I don't give a damn because I'm the First Lady. I can make any statement. They are not politicians because I'm not a politician.
Right.
Also, whenever something goes wrong that doesn't fit me, I should give a damn because I am the First Lady. People should respect me.
So that's why the person saying at the group, what goes around, so somehow. So you give a damn, you not give a damn because you're not the First Lady. You give a damn when you're not the First Lady. Tough luck.
See, so
it works for you sometimes. It doesn't work
sometimes. So she has to be able to ask that.
Right.
So I will not hold her accountable for her actions with what is happening now.
So let's for complaint to people there.
No, well again, I hold the authorities, the political party, and the president accountable for our actions now. Yeah. Because if we have dealt with this situation 5 years ago,
yes,
we will not be here.
Yeah, I agree.
5 years ago, we were raising all sort of alarm bells. This might do too much. We had a program that we were asking who is ruling
Sierra Leone. Yeah.
And we all know why we did that program.
Right.
Because she was the front line of everything. Yeah. The president will not go anywhere without the First Lady going first and make sure say, then they do opening ceremony, then they launch,
and then they introduce your husband, awesome.
So basically, we ask the question, who is ruling Sierra Leone? But people don't take it seriously then. But now that we see the actions of the First Lady, why are we surprised?
Right. Well, I'm not surprised.
Right. Why is everybody surprised?
No, why is the First Lady surprised?
Well, she's not surprised.
No, she is.
No.
Because she's playing the victim role now.
That's what she's good at.
Well, so
you know how many times she has played victim?
But this is the first time. This is the first time.
Well,
the SLPP turned panel.
Well, not so SLPP turned panel more.
Not SLPP turned panel.
Okay, why you saying SLPP turned panel? Who is SLPP?
They come. Few things.
Who is SLPP?
The Sierra Leone People's Party.
Okay, why not in turned panel?
I'll tell you now. Are the name players and statements made.
Okay.
The sect, the person when the one we just come out as Secretary General of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Now, him have been the Secretary General where the SLPP win elections in 2018. Okay, Napoleon, he made strong statements to say if they not announce them as winner of these elections, XYZ was going to happen. Press statement.
Yep.
Okay, he's the Deputy Minister of Justice in the country. It is served now the president in government. So now then they provide legal advice to the president on anything really happen in the country. Whether the First Lady do wrong, anti-corruption for Ketchum or not, then they send them to them for go look at whether it makes sense or not make sense. These are the same people, the press secretary to the president. We don't see an court. They defend government, okay, as a young lawyer or whatever, okay? You don't make statements then for defend the SLPP, for defend the First Lady. These are the very people we come now say, we don't take we party back. We, the SLPP, don't take we party back.
Okay.
1. 2, now we make them. So now we been given a power. Now we dey take we power back.
Okay.
So now make us say now SLPP.
Right. So
not
what's SLPP
and a SLPP convention.
Sure.
Those statements were made.
Sure.
2, the First Lady directly accused SLPP MPs.
Mm-hmm.
It not say some MPs, it say SLPP MPs. So because of that, now make I tell you say now SLPP turn panel.
Okay. I will take that to some extent, but not fully.
Okay.
Because why can I say so?
Mm.
Those two individuals that you mentioned,
Or set of
the two, Keketoma and Napoleon, they don't have any executive position right now at the party. Executive positions. Napoleon has ceased to be the Secretary General.
But he was.
Again, like I say, they don't currently have.
And an income.
Yeah, of course, I know that. So basically now.
At that moment, they not be done formally hand over it.
Yeah,
they
but
just don't announce.
No, but
they don't announce except the general elect.
I agree.
They therefore formally hand over.
They have to do handing over.
So now still.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
He is still the outgoing Secretary General without formal officiation of handing over his office. I agree. But at the same time, why would you make a statement like that if you're not 110% sure of what you're saying?
Sure, 110%. That's why he made the statement.
Yes, I agree.
So, and like you stated for the First Lady, in a policy statement he made under two umbrella. One, as the outgoing Secretary General of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Two, as the Deputy Minister of Justice. Okay. So technically, now the SLPP take their party back. Well, not to individual statements in Meko. Now we party, we don't take we party back. Now we be make una.
All right.
Now we don't make you Coco Ros, other people. Yes, we don't make you Coco Ros now.
So basically, what they say, I made the context. I am just saying it is a non-official statement by an executive member.
You cannot separate Umaru Napoleon Nkrumah from government and from the Sierra Leone People's Party under. I
cannot separate them.
You can. So then the event happened under an SLPP banner platform.
I agree.
Everything.
I agree.
And I then get the camera, and then video.
I agree. In my own defense for the First Lady, yes, he did. I'd like to say he mentioned SLPP party members and he called specific names where he believes they behind all this. But has the party made any statements?
So they not make statements because the person way for make the statement now the outgoing Secretary General. So he don't make statements. Say we don't take we party back.
So he don't make your own official statement.
He don't make official statement. We don't take we party back. Now we be make una. That's one.
Okay.
Two, the parliamentarians not represent PDP or other party. Now SLPP symbol carried in the parliament.
True.
So, and it is the what you call it? The collective statement and collective responsibility.
Now so you say I'm that way.
That is how I see them.
Okay.
And I stand by that. I think I say now SLPP turn panel.
Okay. So you want to say, okay, my question, why SLPP for turn now? That where they for don't turn param years back down the line. Because there was a point in time, if you are not Paupa, you are not SLP.
Thank you. So you don't remember before where they tell you, say, there is SLPP and Paupa. We don't do previous programs, so they say, but they say now one in the same, but they show people the distinction.
Yeah.
So now, SLPP don't realize, say, being Paupa and JMB na liability.
So you have to be SLPP.
That platform, they don't use and done. So they coming back home. Like how they can call them, say, Brazilian, and they return home. They don't return home and realize, say, now we na SLPP. The Paupa project, we don't know with them. And for tell Fatima, say, you not Janaya. So if you ask the question earlier, why the president not say nothing?
Exactly.
The president na SLPP. Fatima no to SLPP. He married to SLPP man.
That's a deep statement you need to. A very deep statement.
Madam, you talk nothing as leader of SLPP. You not talk nothing as president under SLPP symbol because waiting in a SLPP.
Now.
Huh?
In a SLPP now. As it seems to be power.
Well, we don't know.
Because Bartilo, Napoleon, Keketoma, Prince Harding, they were all power in SLPP.
Yes.
So have they ceased to be power?
Well, now that's we don't hear based on the statement, say we don't take we party back.
And not to power panel party.
And not to power panel party, na SLPP na party.
So with what you're saying, I'm now thinking, how is this going to play alongside the remains of Paupa and JMB?
So that's where these people at the screen come on. Remember we program we do last week. We put 3-4 people as we likely shortlist for
flag, yeah.
No, yeah, for takeover for succeed president as leader.
Oh, leader.
As leader.
Flag, yeah, leader.
Flag presidential candidates and leader of the SLPP. We will put Fatima specifically. And I remember we had an argument before we do with flyer. You say not for Putande.
Yes.
I say, you say no, she has to be there because she represents power. Oh, no. This the president one and this one.
Okay,
I talk about previous one.
Yeah.
Because we are for the viewers them, we don't just do anything. We discuss the concept, the context, and what with the drivers, or let we do flyers or anything. So we put them there. We put people who think say now actual SLPP people. Or will consider saying that SLPP people.
We assume they are
SLPP.
Yes, true.
We put people who know for say, okay, there will also go be a default candidate or compromise candidate. And the first lady, we don't know whether they want for run for office, or it just want for be a power player.
We don't talk about they run.
Right. So they run. So we not be know that, right? So we put them that way. They say, okay, possibly now if you can say they run, but then later on in our run. It just want to be a gatekeeper, thinking say it will continue the JMB and power movement under the SLPP platform.
Right.
Now the Napoleons of this world say we don't take we party back.
Meaning they're no longer interested in the power and the JMB.
That agenda they don't done. They don't now history now as far as they are concerned. Okay? So the first lady play along because it will benefit from the SLPP via the JMB and Paupa. Now they don't consider him as an outsider. Because, like you stated, Napoleon, for them make that statement, he said it is done. It done. We don't take we party back. Now sign, non-verbal, and then the verbalizer. It done. This game done.
As you don't cut you don't cut.
You're gone.
Okay.
Yes, so this that we own. And the first lady in a video felt like she's alone.
She actually acts alone.
Right.
Like I am alone.
I'm alone.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone behind me. Nobody's protecting me. All of these things that I've done more than all of you, which I get big question mark for. Because we know people that will play the role where you can benefit from. We know. Where you can mass all them people. Starting from the United Kingdom here. The SLPP is dead in the UK.
Well, he's picking up slowly.
No, well, for the past years, you understand, don't die because there was parallel structure. You get the SLPP and the JMB.
Yeah.
So she created that system, that infrastructure for become more powerful than the SLPP. They killed the SLPP. Now they don't say and say, hang on, we used all these years, we don't be this, but now we have left with nothing. Let's take our party back and rebuild from the bottom up. Okay? The same as Sierra Leone. People the way they appoint and all of that kind of thing, you have to be. People actually pay registration fee or membership fee every month to JMB. But Empower. But it will interest you for no say maybe some of those people they pay their dues at SLPP. They only go pay when election time reach.
I agree.
And then get people where they serve na government, where they cut their JMB money, now their salary. That was standard, just like how they cut you tax, you now sit, then the third one at JMB. Yes. Then they cut on your salary. I don't want to name names, but now some of the people that they fall out with Naya, then go no. But for respect's sake, I know go say in public.
Okay.
Now be the rent collectors for JMB. All the people that they appoint the MDAs, that ministries, agencies, and what you call them, directorates, certain person where they lead a group of people where they don't fall out with so today. Now they go collect rent.
Like on you.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know what we call it? You see you.
You understand? If they go collect rent, so all the people that they appoint every month.
Start the word again. Certain people that we're watching right now.
Certain people that where they don't fall out with today. Now they be the lead a group of people.
Okay, so now I assume the other way don't fall out with.
Yes. Assume then we audience can do the math.
No, okay. They say certain people away. Okay, the JMB or the Pauper don't fall out with rights now. Now the same certain people are really responsible for being the tax collector for JMB and Pauper when they were in good terms.
I'll call it rent collectors.
Rent collectors when they were in good terms. So you have the figures and you look at the dimension of the breakaway from what we have heard from the First Lady herself and what in the public domain know of the splits inside the power with JMB camp. JMB camp does not really exist anymore as far as I'm concerned. The power still gets some elements of people that we still there. But if the main player, the key player, the primary player is Bachelor, and if he ceases to exist as Pauper, then Pauper is dead. Well, I will not say Keketoma Sandy is a key. Well, it's a key Pauper, but there are many gatekeepers in that capacity for like a collective.
No, I make I say the possibly they lead
many.
The possibly they lead a group of people.
Okay, so I know many.
So instructions where sometimes then they that possibly they go visit the office there. For remind that say na power JMB na we appoint to now. So now all obligation to me for pay the dues.
Like I said, I know many.
Right.
So I don't know about Keketoma. If would I mention them? If Adam mentioned Keketoma, maybe he knows about it. Yeah. But I will say categorically, clearly, Basilo is one of the key primary.
But also Basilo now will fall out with.
No, I know. I'm just saying, if Basilo ceases to be Pauper, then Pauper is finished.
Right.
Because the president cannot operate Pauper while he's a sitting president.
Correct.
Practically impossible.
Right.
Somebody has to push that agenda.
Right.
The Napoleons, the Bachelors, the Prince Harding, those three individuals. You have the executive, you have the party, and then you have the streets. If I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Those are the three people. Those are the three people. The executive, of course, is Napoleon.
The executive
Napoleon.
Yeah.
The party is, of course, Prince Harding.
Correct.
And the grassroots is Basilo.
Right.
If those three people cease to exist, Pauper is dead.
Right.
I leave it that way.
Right. So we know that there are rent collectors.
They were.
And things happen, the dice don't change, the coin don't flip to a different direction now. All you need to do is to live with it. You swallow the bitter pill and play along because you don't benefit from the system.
Of course.
Let's go to her statement.
Okay.
I've noticed a lot of contradictions from previous.
So the way you say and what you say now. Okay.
If you listen, Sylvia Blythe at first even say not to enforce King Cam, he always the worker, now and the president they go together. But then he say when they can don't go for briefing to the speaker in office, right? And when they can go for the briefing, they include the opposition leader in a parliament in Dede, or the opposition leaders in a parliament caucus them in Dede, that briefing because they're not briefing the president as a party man, but as a government. And he's the head of parliament. You know that, eh? The president is not head of parliament. I mean, they do state opening in the candid beside over that. When he did it, the speaker sees for become, he just did it direct the ceremony, but not in the take the seat. He said they can go for briefing. He said when they go for briefing, then in they come out, they then take him, worker and go inside. So that means always now enforce they go sit down.
Yeah, because they can't take out.
Then they can't take out, it go first. Then later before the president come. In that order, you, the vice president, and then the president. Because the speaker can don't come earlier. Okay, they don't sit down. Say then he come out now, he go welcome the president when the president come. You look at something will happen again. Give to others what you want for receive. When she got in, apart from I can't to the statements that we accused, but they talk about the activities. When in come in, everybody stand up and get standing ovation.
Yeah, we did.
Say he go, it's
even though they chant,
even though they chant, then go and sit down. Okay? So if you then don't accord you that respect, what is wrong with you following protocol and doing waiting tradition demand, tradition of parliament and the state opening of parliament? What is wrong with that? Now you're crying wolf, like say there's disadvantage by you. The song in parliament, the only thing we change now the song. Now the song, but every time then they chant, whether the president or somebody else when they come inside,
they do that all the time.
Know,
it's constant.
The president did it, lights go. Where they give speech, the opposition they begin bow, chant, blah 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 blah. Lights no day, all kinds of things. So if the president is not spared, who are you?
Yeah, thank you.
But the thing will kill me now in narrative about who said what, at what timeline. That's what beats me. You don't make up stories like that because you want to fit a narrative.
Why do you think it's a make-up story?
Why? Because the timing, I can ask you initially, how long will it take you to walk from that door till you sit? 2 minutes. You heard what was said, you identify the people, you even turn. Because even if you say you turn, you don't have visual because you get over 10, 20 other people already behind you, including your security. So you're not able to see who said what or what was said because there's a chant going up loudly. How would you know that Alusain Kane, that's not the former immigration boss, said A, B, C, and D on your behalf? How would you know that Prince Hardin say, we will teach him lesson?
No, we deal with her.
We deal with her. Yeah. Except if you be the worker right close to.
But how far was Prince Hardin?
Well, we don't know. But if Prince Hardin go say that, they say we go deal with her, he go say we go deal with you. Because if you say we go deal with her, you don't know whether it's a situation. You are assuming that it is you. You understand? Because sometimes somebody they talk to the T-boy, then Femi come in, they just say, say, as T-boy, no, we go deal with him. Could be a situation. It can be somebody else.
It can be, but this isn't.
No, we don't know that.
If that is no, okay. My concern now with what you don't raise is not about it could be a situation or not, is the fact that Prince Harding was mentioned.
He mentioned Prince Harding.
He mentioned Prince Harding and the other member of parliament. But I will now need to know, where was Prince Harding sitting?
And except now before Prince Harding sit down, you got just a word.
You know exactly
what deal with
you know why I make a say so? Because now 2 words came out of that discussion. Why would he behave so to the first lady? This is not right.
Who that say that? Alusain Kane.
Thank you.
Right.
But you had that clearly. So that was 2 conversations.
Were they sitting together?
That's what I'm saying. So I need to know whose side them in our parliaments.
Right.
Because if they were sitting next to each other, it means they are allies.
Right.
You will not sit next to somebody in parliament if you are not close to that person in any capacity.
Except very unlikely.
Very unlikely, because again,
all man they go for pigeon by pair.
You go pitch seats with somebody, you will forget a conversation.
Correct. Yeah. Because it's a long hours.
Will you sit next to somebody who is in favor of the first lady and you're not?
No.
And you have to tell me, say, Prince Harding not even know self say this man way sit down next to, I'm not in favor of what in the first thing you do or in favor, they will know. So I want to know, let me can say, now that you're saying this, I will look for no, either in the short future or any time from now, whether these 2 people were sitting next to each other.
Yeah, so again, even if we try to do a simulation here, even if they were 2 they sit down together, you just hear short statement, we go deal with them, and you assume say now you then they refer to. With the deal with them can mean a situation, it can mean a person, it can mean you or another person.
It's true.
But now you take offense. That means they say, who that war, go get water, babu boss cry. So you're feeling guilty. So you actually try for tell me now, you say because courts no smanding at Tom, nobody know for sneeze.
But you know, say they actually stop people enough for wearing the t-shirt going inside.
Who's t-shirt?
Yeah, they printed t-shirts.
Whose t-shirt will them print?
Who
that printer?
I don't know.
Thank you. Who that stop them?
I don't know.
So again, thank you. I like where they bring can narrative for defend with first lady.
I don't know.
So the reason make her the defender because the first lady claims say she was not protected.
Yes, but
nobody not fight for her.
Yes, she said that.
Yeah, but then if they stop people not for go with the t-shirt inside it because somebody feels say the t-shirt was provocative.
So that's going. So okay, now you want to take somebody defender?
Of course.
Okay.
If in the claim say you Coco Ros they refer to her, and they still put that condition there. If in, because I don't claim, now I accept say, now in then they talk, say you Coco Ros. Okay, now the director match, they'll give them that, right? But then you cannot accuse the parliament, say they not protect you. Because certain people they say, no, you cannot bring this t-shirt in.
But she was looking at specific representation to protect her, which is the speaker.
Okay, so
if Singapore did not protect her in terms of stopping the chanting,
but Singapore under leadership, then stop the t-shirt, they're not for coming.
Well, yeah.
Okay, because this is ask you.
That was just rumor.
I want to take you back to things that have happened years. People don't actually go to that parliament day with hands of our girls' t-shirts then.
Yeah.
They allow them for going inside with them. In favor.
Again, people at the gallery, the old plaque for say child abuse is child abuse, early marriage.
So they allow them, right? This parliament is parliament for Sierra Leoneans. Not to everybody get to agree with you or with your stance. That's why you have opposing sides and all of that kind of thing, right? So that's my argument. My argument is it can be wrong. If indeed they prove say na him, it can be wrong. They're not supposed to happen. But you cannot.
What's not supposed to happen?
Well, I mean, like say if she was targeted.
Yeah, but why? Because why wrong?
What you mean targeted? What I mean say wrong? Because every Sierra Leonean get right for move freely.
Yeah, but that's the same thing. Every Sierra Leonean get right for target anybody on a public domain we get for do with issues that we
but you know they trample on other person in right. So my point is,
why would that be her right? Now look at the ask who's kind of okay.
In rights now for feel safe.
Of course she's safe.
Well,
her life has not been threatened.
Well, in the field say then bully her.
No, but that's not a bully. A statement has been made, a song has been sung, where we don't actually say so many times they don't sing the entire parliament. So what? Aggressive institution that have inside parliament.
Correct.
Where people in life and they are at stake.
Yeah.
What happens?
Yeah.
This is just a song, for God's sake. So now make me to say, I don't blame her. I support her for what she did.
What she is doing,
if they are accusing her of disrespecting the protocol of parliament.
No, nobody know they accuse. Now, in they accuse people.
Well, no, they say it don't disrespect parliament.
We
not
still,
stand.
We still,
yes, we saw the videos.
Then say,
okay.
Exactly.
We saw the videos where he refused for stand for acknowledge the entrance of the vice president and the president. And somebody also mentioned, say, even the speaker of parliament, she refused to stand. And there are other rumors where they say it may get headphone and is, but I haven't seen that video, so I will not comment on that. But the fact of the matter is, why would you be exempted?
So my point not about exemption. If I feel aggrieved, then my responsibility and my right for complaint. And that's how they say. Okay, I want to feel safe. And I want thing. It's just like your neighborhood where you are. If somebody they can knock pan and you do not every day, now maybe not right for knock pan. But if you go report, then you can't give warning to that person. They say they disturb you your peace. So exactly. So that's on that point. But my point is, this don't work in your favor. So you don't have leg.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right. So I understand.
So if this don't work for you, why should it not work for you now? The fact of the matter is, you've been given the privilege and opportunity to do whatever you like over the years, and nobody question you.
Correct.
So why something that will go against your own feeling is a personal feeling, not a national feeling, and you want to let the nation cry. So
because the aggressive Coco Ros.
No.
Well, that because I make you feel bad. So coming back to the timeline of event that we mentioned, I'm not disputing it, but I see a lot of made up stories in my opinion. Because it name people the way they in favor, saying that they no more stand against them, and accuse other people the way don't fall out with. And okay. So remember I mentioned saying a group of women went out to parliament to protest for on her behalf. And say attack on one woman and attack on everyone. But those women contradicted that because they started attacking Prince Adin in West. When Anne-Marie Hadin, saying that Anne-Marie Hadin in your Coco Ros passed all man in Coco. Inside the parliament. You understand? So they made those statements.
Okay.
Now attacking this that woman then now they attack.
So are they saying it's okay for one of them to attack another?
So that's the question. Say,
okay,
wait till me don't happen with all the other women then. And Anne-Marie Hadin be ally.
Yeah, of course.
A strong ally.
Yeah, of course.
There. You know, understand?
But so, these are all breakdown relationships over the past couple of years that everybody's aware of. Anyway, so the accusation to me never came as a surprise because it was highly expected for, say, Prince Hadin was not in support of the candidates we didn't get alignments with. Firstly, it was public.
So you see, Miss B say they deliberately take in earpods and put them. So you know we read the rants and the song and all of that.
So me, like I said, the First Lady has been very strong over the past couple of years with personal attacks on her.
Good.
They don't say worse than Coco Ros. We've seen worse videos, pictures, cartoon, accusation, whether they are right or not, against her over the past couple of years. From opposition, from party members, from civil society, from individuals, from
Facebook, from Kasada Kitchen, from Kasada Kitchen, the bank, other people. We've
seen a lot of that sort of confrontation or accusation or abusive languages directly directed to her.
Right.
And she stood tall all over that.
Right.
And for some reason, I think this is too personal. What we they see as the reaction of the First Lady is a personal reaction. And to me, my opinion, I don't think she's seeking any form of attention from anyone other than the president's message.
Husband.
On MD.
Well, it can be like you maybe say the blackmail the president. But
I'm not going to say
blackmail for saying you don't stand by me.
That's it.
You
I
people
want
cannot stand by me. You did not know anything.
What thing you go do, where I don't highlight to the world, say it is in your interest, your favor, your prime time that such attack was levied against me, which is so unprecedented because it is your day. What are you going to do about it?
So do you remember an incident in our State House garden where a series of things that we don't have, where the First Lady don't do, and even said the racist statements, I think, against the president self indirectly. I talk about them bedroom and things like that. People they go say and get flabber. They stood there. It was still after the women's
lead election.
Women's wing election for before 2023.
I
After Kailau.
I remember.
You remember where they all go, where the president in the advice and say, now for calm down, with this, that, now public and all that. At that time, she was flying high. They attacking compliment, then do all kinds of things. She got her way. She did not complain. She was justifying taking people with guns and other things, and at the place they run riot on the whole place and all that kind of thing. It worked for you then. Why are you complaining now? Me thinks in a distant situation that she's losing grip. They don't see, say the end is near. Now I'm all on my own. You know where reality they hit you, reality check, they come in, and now she's dangerous. Now that's it. Tell people then say, I don't do all this for now. I have this, I have this, I have that. She can release.
Well, I will not be surprised. Again, the reason why I will not be surprised now because not a person will not get left. And to me, the statement the way it make is a warning shot to in husband. Not as a president, but to in husband. Because if you listen to in audio and video just watch, nobody like this entire world don't do not do what thing in don't do for a man.
For a man, yeah.
Nobody know the way let a man for do thing and for him pass what thing in don't do for sure say elect a man. Nobody know the wish the best for what thing in don't ever wish for a man where in don't do.
So you know let's make so now that indirect swear woman and can say pass it be say I don't burn me I'm not fire for you. Pass it be say I don't me sweat me this this that now I'm go make ABCD not happen.
Yeah.
Or now I'm go make where you do ABCD XYZ go happen.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what she was trying to do.
And she's going to push that narrative for the next couple of days and ceasefire.
Right.
But she's not ceasefire. Ceasefire. One thing where I like about First Lady, Sabi group.
Yeah. They come back strong.
But in comeback situation, they need a joke.
Right.
Because this now one of in comeback after losing the election.
Yeah.
Now one of in comeback in this.
Yeah.
And again, this not go down well as a comeback situation for like if you're gonna sing Pamina the election hall and all the say nothing, then I don't do an twice at the rebound. This not good enough. Yeah. Trust me. They come back.
Yeah.
And I know for say, after all the runs we don't run, so you don't make all this noise, you not get the attention we want. It gets her.
Right.
Because I know for sure, it'll go regroup, it'll go listen and watch the dynamics of how things they play on the surface. You look at the party politics of how things they play. In other words, for inside and out, for can feed them with information. And she will come back. And it didn't take long. Because he didn't really let something die. Not nearly left Panama. He must come back, and he come back strong. And when he come back, you don't send a message to his husband. See they watch it, take advantage for me, they say not.
Yeah.
Go with me, say if they start me on battle. No go and make you stop me.
Yes.
And I want to stop me.
So the red line don't go.
You don't do a red line. And you don't do it in such a way that people have galvanized to talk on her behalf. But on non-expected grounds, like the women, of course, women put themselves together, members of parliament or whoever.
That group was orchestrated.
It doesn't matter. All other groups that we don't talk on her behalf is being stage managed. Because what the heck is the civil society organizations, they go put together a press conference or talk about the defamatory things where they will say about First Lady now the well of Parliament. What the hell is wrong with them? They forget say so many injustices that happen as alone over the past couple of years, and they haven't came up with any press conference
they keep quiet.
or talk about it. All this that we are hearing now in her favor is being orchestrated. So basically, I am not really worried about those people.
I know I'm going to kill you.
Let's everybody say now.
You read that comment.
No, first lady say as if you know buy books. And then I be left Panama. Now I want to believe bang.
So what does this mean for the SLPP in terms of succession?
Hey, what I expect, just the same effect, in them back. Ooh.
Is this going to change the dynamics? Is this going to make it easier?
No, two things.
Is it going to make the president pay more attention?
Honestly speaking, if I look at the way the president is going to end his last few years in office, it's two things. One, he's going to make amends, which is too late, but that's what he's going to do. He's going to make amends with SLPP because he may have hurt so many people will not be done by to empower per card. Yeah, he's going to make amends with those people. Then I want, and you know, really, my opinion again, I don't really think he will be concerned about letting go of his wife and make sure say he make amends with those people. He will deal with him later on. That's a side issue. For now, he will have to deal with the more serious issue the way I feel today he's surrounded with. He's at the door leaving, and he doesn't want to be seen as the person that breaks this party where he don't so dearly don't make him voting a bit. He's got conscience. Because otherwise we will not be where we are right now with this particular situation we will be faced with. So now because of conscience.
Correct.
Because the Bachelor of the they have fallen out a couple of years ago. But you don't begin regain conscience, say, no. I have to fix this. And when you look at in statements inside the election room, I've been to money that day, he did not campaign for anyone, but he made policy statements of campaign to specific individuals. And we know for sure those individuals have worked hard for the party. They have given their sweat and blood. Now they say, una for vote for. Clear cut.
So people who don't work for the party, we don't sacrifice blood, sweat, and tears.
Now they say them for vote for. And we know who those people are. It's an indirect campaign. We know say Engineer Kone came in, Kalon came in at the 11th hour. Well, maybe he has been doing some work behind the scenes, but not much in the public domain. Even as a member of the party anyway, he was nowhere to be seen, even by the party members themselves. But let's leave that. But for now, the president is going to focus on other issues that he needs to make amends with, which are very much important. Not for saying refuge is not important too, but that's a personal issue now. He will have to deal with that issue on a separate grounds, either at home or behind the lens of the cameras. But for now, he gets plenty things way bigger than this issue with the happen. I can't even pay attention to it because
so is it or is it a situation again for say, well, like I say, the end is near. Let all book it fending bottom. Let all man back to the UK to survive. If no that drown.
Obviously. And the president belonged to come over and over a couple of years ago.
I will betray all of you.
Thank you.
Say I will betray all of you
when you least expect. For anything that does not favor him, you will betray anybody.
It's either you are for me, or with me, or against me.
Yeah. And that's not a thing where it take lightly because we don't see how it all executes over the past couple of years. With people that will believe, say, now in strong ally them. And we get plenty names though we call right now where they're non silenced for not decades, for years. And they haven't been seen in any platform who's like indie. Other platforms, yes, they exist, but not on his platform. They cease to exist on his platform.
And you know, there's that dangerous group where the old guards of the SLPP. Where we consider the custodian of the new SLPP from the Second Republic. Where some of them were lucky to be part of this government. Halfway through, they were sidelined and pushed away. So, and they work alongside some of these people. For example, the JJ Bloods of this ones.
They're from, right. Like you said, the Second Republic, they formed the caucus of that Second Republic within the partition.
Right. So young guys, enthusiastic, then push, finally lead the party to governance after 2018. So they worked really hard. But later, they got sidelined. And
they didn't get, they were excluded.
Excluded completely.
Completely excluded. Nowhere to be seen in any form.
Right. But they're there and they're regrouping.
Are they going to come back?
Who are they supporting? Who are they regrouping for?
Thank you. Thank you.
Is Napoleon part of that group to say,
well, we don't take we party back?
Is he an insider for that old guard?
You never know.
Just they play along and now they say, you know what? We messed up. If we don't act now, in the next 2 years, we'll be doomed and go back to opposition.
Well, honestly, when you mention that, it's a default setting. And the default setting what they make clear points to. I don't know what's in other people think, but we're definitely going to have a new government in 2028.
Correct.
And that new government is not going to be SLPP. Well, then it's a default setting. We know that, yeah? Except otherwise. But constitutionally, rationally, being to money to whatever it might be, whatever it might not be, we all know the rationale behind that.
Right.
Yeah? So, to be consistent, it is an obvious situation. But let's forget that obvious situation because where we find ourselves right now is the fact that we need to now know what's going to be the dimension of the SLPP party moving forward. Like you clearly say, we don't take the party back, meaning we are now SLPP again, right? And we all know what the president did not say before he became the president. I wore a green that was a different green.
Correct.
So now, is it going back to wear that same green? We even so get interested because even green now we get is a different green from that green we've been wearing before.
Correct.
So now we have to look at what's the dispensation of this new green going to be like.
Right.
Because Batilo has lived his entire life in the UK.
Yeah.
They go salon back and forth. He's lived his entire life. I would say Batilo has been here for well over 15, 20, 30 years, to be precise. And that is possibly half of his life.
Right.
So, he don't attain certain positions in governance in the UK. That's giving him that leverage to say, well, yeah, I can do something better in Sierra Leone. So, this is the very first time where he goes alone to go play real grassroots party politics. And doing well to his satisfaction. But guess what? These are all kind of new players, new kids on the block. We might not know the integral parts of the party politics where they play in our salon. They still don't know. They're still learning.
Right.
They are still learning. Because to be very honest with you, I am not 110% sure of what the Batilo administrative is going to look like.
Right.
I am not 110% sure.
Right.
That is questionable.
You bringing that up, we see as we discuss, I mean, we say conversation here is authentic and organic. You can't rehearse these things. So, is it a way again for the First Lady for Christ sympathy and undermine the incoming administration of Batilo?
Again, it might be.
Or say, I still get the power.
Again,
because if you see women with all strategic position within the party and within government, they come out and protest on behalf, whether they are paid or scripted or whatever, but they still have the guts to come out there and say those things, means say it still gets control at some level. But then they try for tell, we say, we're still here. If you don't think you need us,
think again.
Think again. We are not going down easily. It can be that.
It can be anything.
Yeah. But Batilo, we miss Sabi, like you stated, when they do SLPP politics, it's a different Batilo. Once that done, he becomes Batilo the human. And I can see him doing a reconciliation and something tall, spreading the olive branch to other people for galvanized support, do extra gestures, therefore incorporate certain people. They will make an entourage or go to the First Lady or go apologize and say, well, the situation that happened is unfortunate. We are not aware about it. It's now one family. One thing that the SLPP is good at is that for do all the wrong, then they can be. Of course. And the mass you go then they can be. We've seen how
examples
done that to the APC multiple times.
Even within themselves.
Within themselves, we don't see convention. Including the presidents in 2011 or 2012, and John Benjamin every day on each other's throat, and they opposing sides, blah, 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 blah. 11th hour, one big one can't take him, Igbo don't have big and grown a big, and guys case closed, then move on, they work together. So they're able to do that. So again, we're not able to rule anything out at this situation. The only thing where I agree with you is that we're going to have a new government come 2028. And it's highly possible say no to the SLPP.
Of course.
Because like you stated, this president is not going to run again because according to the constitution, in time done. According to the constitution. The dynamics that the country, based on which we see 2023, if we go by that data, it shows that they did not win the elections. Based on the statements and confession by Prince Harding, say they no one day win free and fair election. That the SLPP no one day win free and fair election. Shows that all the signs say the SLPP will lose the 2028 election.
And even based on the reality of the ground, people are suffering.
People are suffering, including SLPP. They're suffering. Things are hard, So coming with this thing with the First Lady, maybe it's just a distraction and make them make them a laughing stock and let them ridicule them more. That's how I see it. But it expose more things.
Well, more things is going to be exposed. I don't feel the same is not exposed right now. But if they're not...
Well, now we don't know, say,
There's a fiction.
Correct.
There's a fiction. There's 3 different camps. We haven't even talked about the campism.
We'll get for candid.
We haven't even discussed the campism yet. So basically, there is fiction. Everybody don't know how to say there is fiction.
Yeah.
And that fiction is going to galvanize into so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to create more frictions within the frictions already exist.
Right.
So to me, the end goal for First Lady on this, she's looking forward to an acknowledgement from her husband. That is one. The fact say she is asking for apology from Singapore or from SLPP or from every other quarters we possibly turned this thing against her. Now, she's got a very thick skin. And again, she's really upset for some reason best known to her, but I don't think it's because of the Coco Ros.
So the Coco Ros time was just it.
Now, the key elements to the obsession we get. Because remember, say, there was a vital election.
But that's how I say maybe you're not able to handle a loss.
No, she just did. Because this is not the first loss. Now, 2 losses you don't face. Even the Secretary General is shaky. We're not 110% sure whether she was in for Paran or not. Although Paran may play diplomacy in between, but we haven't had nothing about.
So maybe they use themselves.
Kind of in a way, because we haven't had nothing from Paran yet. Even when he don't take over office as the new Secretary General, we still haven't had nothing yet from him.
That's interesting. But if on the other hand, Paran and candidates, and then she feel this hot, this bad.
Paran don't come out and say nothing.
And how do you work in a relationship there will be between Paran and party?
Thank you.
And already now you don't get one executive member, whether the public relations person will publicly
don't declare
say in loyalty or all in loyalty to the first lady, nobody else.
And in position, vital.
Yeah, public relations.
He's paramount. So basically he's a mouthpiece for the party.
Yeah.
So whatever he says is a policy statement that the party will possibly likely endorse.
So party will get for look at it.
There's a huge dynamic. I say I would like to see the operations of Batilo's administration.
Right.
It's going to be a very challenging one. So far, we have 2 very strong positions, quote unquote, in favor of the first lady. The public relations and the Secretary General. Those are the 2 operation wings of a political party. Yes, the chairman has a key role to play, but the Secretary General runs the affairs of the party.
And who's the organizing secretary? I would like to go back.
Is it the lady from?
No, the lady is the deputy
organizing secretary. I have the list on my book.
Yeah, well, that's what we'll find it because it's interesting to know who.
I've got it.
Yeah. So they keep tab.
Oh yes, of course I do.
Yes. This book, show people the book.
No, the black book.
No, just not the black.
No,
no, just show this side of the book. I'll let point out to the camera.
Yeah. Look at
this book, Fambulem, we predicted in 2018 who was going to be the vice president or running mate for the SLP, for the APC party.
Yep.
Yeah. And this book. And then we do a short list.
Now they all the short list then.
Yeah, so even the short list, so don't do so for the 4 people. If they inside this book as well. So
this book about good,
Yeah.
And all thing gets results. So the organizing secretary was somebody called Milton.
Okay.
No, not him. The Huawei win gets 551. Something George.
Okay. Oh, Alassane George, something like
something George.
Yeah.
Alassane George.
It would be interesting to know what's in Alassane George in alignment. Would I align?
Because Mawa Liu, when the deputy, we all know say she's kind of aligned with First Lady at some point, isn't it? At some point in her initial campaign.
Well, at some point, I want to support Power. If you don't like it, get a job.
Because I never say she was Only when she declares as a flag bearer candidate is when she sees to stop talking about anything.
Yeah.
But before that, she was virtually all the time online, anyway, making videos and talking about stuff. So basically, I have the list of the winners here, and to me, it's amazing to see all the things actually happen, and we document them for reference purposes.
This book big pass on people. And you get beaucoup content.
Of course. So, to me, I think way forward. What would be the way forward?
So,
and do you know the Deputy Secretary General, Sheku?
Sheku
Turin? I don't know much about him.
No.
As well.
No, I don't know.
I don't know much about him. So there's a lot of positions here. We get a lot to do with the dynamics of how this new administration is going to be run. And to be honest, I haven't seen much of our party in this administration.
Yeah, more SLPP.
It's more SLPP.
So is this maybe something like where the APC be get the team A? So this na I call them because for like confidently Omar Napoleon come out and say we don't take the party back, meaning that they worked out a strategy for make sure say all man with the and then appear and apply themselves.
Well, it looks like it.
Yeah.
It looks like it. Because to be honest, if you look at all the positions and the deputies are really not powerful. I haven't seen anybody that is primarily powerful. Except Mara, you live in the on and off. But I think she was powerful then, but I don't know whether it's the same position that she did.
But then he position, I don't think a powerful.
Yeah, that you for sure.
So you get connection with power.
Yeah, for sure.
Or power get for
or JMB.
recommended.
Either one of the two. So what will you think will be a solution going forward with this particular Coco Ros incident? What outcome will you
okay, please say this. I think the first lady overreacted.
Okay.
This is politics. And now he don't make this thing don't be blown out of proportion. I'm not blaming her as an individual just for saying to right, but as a public figure and somebody will be closer to the president, there are certain things she feel by not responding.
Sure.
She should not have responded, come and do a rebuttal or try to clarify or explain anything. She should not have done that. And if we don't kill this, we're going to focus on something else.
Sure.
Okay? That's one thing. I believe for the sanity of the SLPP party, because you need these political parties to function. And not just for political parties, but for the SLPP, but for other political parties and every Sierra Leonean. If you know how to manage a win and how to manage defeats. When you win, you get upper hand. It is not your responsibility to provoke
the losing side.
Yeah, true, I agree. But tap them, especially when are intra-party politics.
You can do soft celebration.
Right.
Because you have to bring everybody together.
Yeah. So you give the olive branch quick, meet people, try for reconcile, and ask for one work together. For me, that's what it is, because this is all distraction. There are lots of other important things that are happening or supposed to be happening. We don't take people their attention and we party the Coco Ros. As always. So I know, I am convinced that the president will not leave it as it is. They will call a closed door, indoor meeting of wise heads, leadership, or can discuss how for wallpaper is may not get worse. The only thing I'm not sure of whether the first lady will stop directly or through her proxy and connections through Sylvia Blyden or other people. She may the first lady might keep quiet, decide to keep quiet, but then Sylvia will come out and jump on this. So that's one thing. And something interesting happened in this whole situation. we not hear them call Chief Minister anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout everything that happened lately, because remember, say last year up to early this year, he was
Chief Minister.
Chief Minister.
On the limelight.
Instead, I said they attack people and give back, talk, pull some papilla, make this, that, until the president call and dog. Who let the dogs out, blah, 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 blah. From that time, then day, after that episode day, we see Madam.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's there playing the gentleman, still walking around and all of that kind of thing. So, like I always say, the SLPP, they're good at regrouping and accepting, say, for the greater good, let's do this. That's one of their power. And they're not effects for loyalty.
No.
They value power, then they look at power.
Yeah.
So whereas the APC, therefore can declare now. So the APC,
one-on-one, me and you.
yes. I wait for you.
West American soon.
Yeah. The APC is trouble for keep the house in order and how to handle conflicts. But sure, with waiting to happen these 7 years, man will tell you for catch up and rise up.
True.
Because you can't afford to be in opposition for another 5 years.
True.
The only way out for the APC is to be back in governance in 2028. That's the only way out. So that should be their agenda. But for the SLPP, I know say some people there now will capitalize on this. There are going to be more people making money out of this situation. There are going to be more people benefiting. I will not be surprised if Kane resurface.
Well, kind of in a way.
And be given a job.
Kind of in a way.
Right. I'm not surprised. Because when they sack him and the link with the drug cartel and stuff, at the first time I heard them mention.
Yep.
And he was in Parliament, I've been former member of Parliament before he was given the appointment. All of a sudden, in name shop by no less a person, the First Lady.
And in support of her.
In support of her. And the honorable member of Parliament for North, I think she was C4C.
Yeah, no, she was. She was
C4C. We switch over
to SLPP.
So now you keep. Exactly.
You know, she was my schoolmate.
Oh yeah, I think you told me.
Yeah, we went to the same school.
Yeah.
We were almost in the same class.
Yeah. So a lot of things, but I believe say they will sort it out. The wounds are fresh.
Well, like I said, I agree with you. Not to cut you off, but I agree with you, and I disagree with you for saying First Lady will not come back. She will come back.
No, I'm not saying that they come back.
Okay. Well, you say he go basically in decoy and fight.
I'm not going to be shocked whether indirectly or through in proxies.
Honestly speaking, she will not use her progress to fight for her.
Right.
Because she's always good at fighting for herself.
Right.
And the only way how I'm going to see Igefo come out and defend this, it may not happen now.
Right.
Because like I say, you go regroup. You go look at the dynamics of all what's going to happen. The response, the feedback, the positive and the negatives. And where she's going to focus her attention when she's coming back. What direction she's going to use. That is exactly what she's going to do. Because like for now, it will cease fire for talk. You need to talk again. Because you don't defend, you don't highlight, you don't say all what in feel say in need for say. Now she's waiting on 2 things. Whether there's going to be a public statement from Parliament by the Speaker of Singapore.
There's going to be a statement.
Yeah.
So she's
waiting for that. That's 1. And 2, she might be expecting some messages from her husband, but I doubt that. 3, she also looking whether the party, this new administration is going to either take themselves out of this, like we're not party to this that happens because X, Y, Z. So she's waiting for 3 statements. Because of course the public opinion, she's not going to get anything from them because you'll be back and forth, the negative, the positives, and everybody will be saying their own concern or their own stuff. That's fine. She's not expecting anything from the public. What she was expecting for the public has already been done. Women have came out to do something in solidarity for her. civil societies have done theirs. I don't know whoever else is doing it, but there are so many other individuals who are in favor or against what she has done. Primarily, the Coco Ros meaning has to die because they will not.
You don't hear the remix?
I don't hear so many remix of it. I don't even see video. It's going to die. Salon like a place where like a wave of tsunami when it can hook there, it disappear. You know, come again, like it never happened.
You know, it's in this Coco Ros fever.
Don't come back.
They're killing the dogs.
And
they're eating the cats of the people that live.
Oh, no, stop there. But again, that did not last for long.
Yeah, but it lasted and went by. This Coco Ros,
it's not bad.
I wonder if people are not going to begin buying cocoa juice and begin roast and
it's a surprise.
The moment when they reach the Abacha streets, when they begin brand close, you don't buy your Coco Ros, you Coco Ros, if you Coco Ros now for buy this year.
Go down. Because again, as Sierra Leoneans, we are so crafted in making something out of nothing. We are very crafted in doing that. You're surprised. Like I say, when this thing happened, I don't see 2 videos of 2 remixes of Coco Ros. One on hip hop, the one on like remix. So I will not be surprised if somebody else capitalized on the advantage of saying.
Now, if you see this week now, they might think they will make.
Oh,
so now they're like top up
people like this.
Top you Coco Ros, Coco Ros.
You don't get it up.
Yes. I for buy you pizza cola for like Coco Ros.
I will not be surprised. I honestly will not be surprised because that's the reason for you. They make something out of nothing. So I will not be surprised. But to me, if I would say what would be my opinion going forward with this simple Coco Ros thing, that the fact say I agree with you, say yes, especially overreacted, she shouldn't have, because Nine creates the platform for all this kind of attention where it gets right now. It can be a distraction of the fact, say, nobody have actually listened to the president's message or the speech of the opening of the parliament sitting within go past.
Exactly. Nobody knows what the president talks.
Yeah. So basically, people now have to find out what the president said.
That's why I stated that we should,
I think we
and discuss.
We should deal with that. We should do that.
Don't forget his speech.
Yeah. And again, if you look at the dynamics of what always happened in presidential parliament openings, there's always a controversy.
So
that is linked to it, that will kill the president's message, and that controversy will flag.
And I'm looking at this thing from different angles after what you said. Is this deliberate? That the president's message, not get any substance, nothing for show, and something they really cover up? So let's use the Coco Ros for distracted everybody.
I will not be surprised until we see the message itself. Because if the message of the president is so important, he would like the entire nation to know what he has said. He go on for maybe one whole country should say, I don't do this so. Because one thing where I saw is like a caption where they say the president say over in time, he don't do 1,500 schools. I saw that. I don't know whether it was from the speech. I don't know whether it was an extract from the speech.
Why for surprise?
Because you actually know so 1,500 schools at alone.
But the president will not tell you, say, it all the promise from A to Z, they give it bunya and talk. You see, I don't know. All the things in the manifesto, all the time promise from A to Z, they are giving a bunya. So if you say 1,500 schools,
not different not different discussion. Like I say, let's do the president's speech, maybe the next book.
Yeah, we will do it.
Because what you say now is a different ballgame. But like I say, maybe, just about maybe, nobody don't know what's in the message of the president, the message under that. It might be a distraction, but subsequently, over the past couple of years, presidential state openings of parliament has always been distracted by something else, yeah? And it has been consistent.
Correct.
So what is happening? Why is it consistently happening over and over the past couple of years?
There's not been any decorum after the president's speech.
There haven't been any. So it takes one to start to figure out why is it happening like that. Is it orchestrated for it to be the way it is? But like Clary said, is it because there is no substance of the messages that the president has given out to the masses? And we know, say, when President want to let some messages then out to the public, we know what happens.
They do trailer, they list, and that, all kind of thing. But the press secretary, not been care everything, I believe Coco Ros. I saw our man, what's his name? Is it Stephen?
Which one?
The cameraman. Or
Yeah, Suleiman.
Sulaiman. I see him, the Magona Parliament, they are like, okay. I hope they capture the Coco Ros.
Well,
Because in camera for evidence, so that they start the chat.
if at all he was paying attention to covering the events.
So he was there, I saw him.
But again, like the other video that I saw, the camera lens, I think that was EY, the camera lens was deliberately delayed to go around.
Yeah. So, again, your first statement where you say, they not come up from the SLPP MPs.
From the APC MPs.
They not come up from the APC MPs.
No. Now, the side whose side the noise really come up from was on the SLPP side, but from the background.
Correct. But, waiting and do with the camera and focus on whose side SLPP then make, right?
So that is a question, man.
Mm-hmm.
Why was the camera focused?
Because I pick up the chant.
So when they start the chant, were they chanting from, like I say, I saw from a technical point of view, the front runners, they are within at the front, were not synchronizing with the words that were.
And the
if they mean they closer to the camera, it would have been a stronger voice.
And the first lady made wild accusations saying, oh, as they reset the camp, Nine Prince hadn't tell them say, or they tell them say in the camp when I begin chant. How would you know that you didn't know?
It has somebody you do them to now.
Right, because it tell you say they will say according to, but don't report it as if you have first-hand information.
First opinion, second opinion, no.
Mm-hmm.
Everything she said is coming from her directly in editation after that thing.
Right. Well, Pambula will all reach Naya. We don't talk about the Cocos, we don't analyze, we don't see the players them, we don't be the devil's advocates or provoke the conversation. We are not there, we don't know what the realities are. But at least based on the videos and things and real common sense, relating and referencing it to things that have happened in the past, we are not surprised. And these are not new. We don't know why this is big news. Why even supposed to be news in the first place? It is what it is. And they don't tell you that anything can happen under the sun, under the power, under the SLPP inside Sierra Leone. Next time, we will come back and can talk about president's speech and other related issues that we get for do we could continue go before. We have for telling our 10 keyboard before that, then I hand over to T-Boy for a last word for today's program.
Well, viewers, thank you very much, Juma, for that short message, and also not to you, final statement for today's program. But I want to say thank you to the viewers them online on Facebook and YouTube. And I haven't been following up the YouTube page that much, but somebody just sent me a message, somebody asked me if not to say FL in Peking instead no gap. I don't know FL.
And the first lady.
Well, okay, I don't know if in Peking or gap. I didn't see that, so I will not comment on that. I don't know nothing about that before. But on a very serious note, I think personally, I will not hold the first lady accountable for none of our actions for a few reasons. One, that because over the past couple of years, they have let go of her doing everything she wants to do freely, no question asked, on her own will. She has made statements, she has helped, she has done stuff. We are unprecedented if you are to take them that way. But guess what? Nobody questions her. Nobody asks her anything. Nobody mentions it. They all just die out. Okay. If you play with fire, fire will burn you. The elements of your Coco Ros get plenty meaning. Depends on how you say them, when you say them, and to who that you say them. Coco Ros can mean good, it can mean bad, it can mean an insult. If you think like a Solomon, when you see Coco Ros, there is another derogatory statements we go link up with, but we don't go down it. But we all know what they mean by when them we see Coco Ros. When Dr. Lord did the song, you not just start the song no more in one specific area, you begin things with Coco Ros. So it's a long medley that possibly runs for maybe half an hour. But it starts with ayo dele, ayo, what you making like me so? Then you switch them on to all my then you switch them on to so it gets a lot of other different sequences, but when you get to the prime of the song, now it brings kind of the element of Coco Ros. So it was primarily being played for weddings and important occasions. That means you get for doing it gladly. Is this one of the gladly we see they use this song for? Yes, because they use them in an election celebration. We then do a couple of other songs and then they play you quotes. Is it deliberate? We don't know. Did the DJ was told what to play? We don't know, because the DJ plays different other songs then, but this specific song creates a huge hoo-ah into Mali on that day. But guess what? It was not primarily, according to what we don't know now and what we know now, was not primarily directed to any individual. It was only after they sang the same song in the Well of Parliament when the First Lady they enter, 9 people and begin speculate, say something maybe it's not for the First Lady, until the First Lady herself came on a live feed and talk, say the song was directed to her. Okay. We all agree, say you're wrong, but guess what? That's a normal practice in Parliament. Because over the years, Parliament don't do a lot of different chants them against the president, the former speaker, Dr. Abbas Bundu, the opposition, and even some members of SLPP as MPs. So it is not something that is new. It's not new. It's a normal practice. We served 700 parliaments when they opened the first parliament of the president's way to take power after 2018. We were there. We power begin ala Marabio. Immediately when the president sit down, SLPP self take out, if APC self take out, if we be no, before the president starts for the speech. That's a normal occurrence. And again, that same moment today, we saw we then brutalize people inside the world of parliament. We totally not president. It should not happen in any way, shape, or form. Because the well of parliament is the elements of the third arms of government where they make the law. Why would you perpetuate violence against the one in where they make the law? But guess what? Nothing happens. So to me, if the first lady don't do all what you don't do over the past couple of years, and nothing happens, why something for happen now? The same pepper where you put now Joe blocks in foot where it been in. If they use the same pepper back then put and you put, you can't complain. Because what has happened, somebody has suffered that same consequences in your hands. And with the same players involved, as you primarily they accuse them, say that they're responsible for this. We've had Prince Harding made statements of definite threats, statements were intimidating to not just opposition but party members themselves. I will not categorically say I have had battle, I haven't, but subsequent situations they might have arrived where instead we don't say things then where they go against party members, opposition members, and possibly normal individuals. Of course, we know for sure, say First Lady have said a lot of other stuff where many people don't suffer the consequences of. But even on that day, there were people at the balcony of the Parliament building where they get planks them, where they may ready for camp for use as protest in favor of some of the agenda of the First Lady. So to me, Now, when you play with fire, fire will burn you. As much as I support what she did, because otherwise, you know, if we don't get that opportunity there for do if then we don't stop the very first few initial things, the way we don't do, we go against the country as a whole, they will know for those who will do so. So how dare you, they can accuse somebody of not respecting protocol. We don't flaunt protocol for 5 years in a row, but it was nothing. Why is it something now? So let's think about what's in the future get for hold for what we do in our current state, because it might come back and haunt us. Not do something where you feel to say no will do back to you because you feel to say you are on top of it now. The same players then will turn in your favor when we came to 2018 election and passed that election to 2023 are not the same players that will be on your side. As Juma said earlier on, politics is interest. If it doesn't favor you today, it will favor you tomorrow. If it doesn't favor you tomorrow, it will favor you the day after or now. So let's think whether politics is going to make our life or our life is going to make us into politics. Otherwise, we should be ready for take anything where they throw at we. If we're not ready for throw them at anybody, then no will throw them at me. But if we don't throw them at anybody, we're ready for take them. The First Lady don't get thick skin over the past 5 or 8 years since they've been in power. Why this one so specifically hurtful to them is my question. Is it because of the players involved, or is it because of the word and the way how in they carry the meaning of the word you propose? But if you don't say you propose, then don't worry. But if you they out there and you're not Leone and you know the true meaning of you Coco Ros, then vex. Because if you Coco Ros, he was. Don't go for Ita, where he was, don't go for Ita, where you were. So make sure say you Coco Ros. Over to you, Joe.
Make sure say you manage the coconut fire let in our roast. So people don't talk everything from them. Me go just say if you do good, na good like you.
Simple.
You wait to away ashes, now you ashes the fire. One will turn deserves another. And there's not much to say. One for thank Una for staying with us. It's been an interesting program. The chat group was lively, and hopefully we will be able to tune back in the next couple of days for that exciting program. Please, we ask Una for subscribe to the channels on both Facebook and YouTube, so you'll be opportune to get notification whenever we go live. There are going to be interesting programs coming up as the days and weeks and they go by. Thank you so much. It's up to you whether you Coco Ros or you think say you Coco Ros. Anyhow you are interpret you from Jumaba, on behalf of the CRGN Media team, myself, T-Boy, and our technical team, we want to say tata and night to you all.